What's good, everybody, and welcome back to the Royal Roundtable podcast. This is episode 21. We are live today, this week. Hopefully, you guys are having a great week and a great weekend as well. I know these get uploaded like Sundays or whatever, but thank you all so much for coming through and supporting the podcast. We actually have a guest this week, which I'm very excited to actually have on the channel, as well as amazing topics for this week as well. Very, introspective topics and whatnot this week. So, with that being said, before we get into everything, I want to introduce our guest. Blaze, say hi.
What is up, everybody? I'm SHSL Blaze. I'm most known for Danganronpa and also Persona. So if you like that kind of content, come on over. Check me out.
There you go. And before we get into everything, because I know Mikey's ready to talk, Shai's ready to pod, Blaze got some things on his mind, and Yoku's just sitting there staring into oblivion.
He really just be doing stuff for no reason.
Make sure whatever platform that you're watching and or listening the podcast on, that you do rate the podcast. We are actually top 100 on Apple Podcast and what was that, Spotify as well. So we're good. We're fine. Make sure you rate the podcast. If you're on YouTube, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. All that extra good stuff. Go check out everything in the description section below, as well as the Patreon for some more exclusive content coming actually really soon. We're actually in the motion of getting whatever. We got to come with a series for that idea, Yoku. And when we do, I promise you I'm going to get right into it. But did you make the list at least?
Yep.
Okay. Well, anyway, with that being said, let's start off with the normal check-ins. Since it's Mental Health Awareness Month, I figured that first and foremost, before we get into that, because yesterday or the day before, well, the day you see this is like a really weird thing. Etika's birthday was recently.
Yeah.
And it wasn't trending. Wasn't Joy-Con Boys Forever trending?
Etika and Joy-Con Boys was trending. Yeah.
That was a very beautiful thing. I'm not gonna hold you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know however many topics we've had regarding Etika, but I just want to say thank you all so much for just keeping my bro's memory alive, the good things about him and everything alive, and just love Etika for real. Joy-Con Boys forever. You know what I'm saying? May he rest in peace for real. One of the goats in this for real. One of the goats in this, Don.
Yes, sir.
But with that being said, and I don't want this to be like a thing where because it's Mental Health Awareness Month, Etika was a topic in this, but mental health is a very, very important thing, especially for Black people. And especially for nowadays, especially when everybody is coming out of quarantine, everybody is finally starting to get out more. People starting to get their sunlight back into them and shit. And it's kind of just like, man, it's been a rough couple years for some people. So I figured that we talk about it, have a check-in conversation. How's everybody doing? I think I'll go first, I guess. It's not really much else going on. I've been in a creative slump. I have been just sitting back and just analyzing everything again, just resetting and refocusing and whatnot. And it's almost done. I just want to just chill out now. I'm just cooling. I'm on relax mode. Besides that, we go back into it. We go back into running shit. That's about it for me. Ain't nothing going on. Life's great. Family's good. Everything's fine. Everything is great. Nick is cool.
That's good.
That's what's up.
Anybody else want to take the floor?
Really good.
I guess I'll take the next one. Oh.
Y'all ready to talk? Let's
What are you
go.
gonna do, Mikey?
I'll go ahead and go. Mine will be short.
Say I'm gonna go anyway.
He ruined her by like, man. Not a gentleman at all. Ladies first.
Oh my God. Okay, Shy, you can go. I'm sorry.
Okay, let me go ahead and get it out of the way. So, I've been just working. I mean, I've had ups and downs with like my family and stuff, but I guess we kind of talked it out. So it hasn't been stressing me as much as it was, and I have been having like some health issues, so that's kind of been like on my mind, but I'm getting it looked at and just trying to take everything slow, but at the same time not letting it keep me bedridden or whatever. So making sure that I'm doing the things I need to do as far as content creation goes. When I first started doing it full time, which actually has brought me a lot of happiness. So, I've been able to have my freedom, and, putting out things on TikTok has just made me feel like proud. So I've been kind of happy. I've been good.
That's what's up.
That's good.
That's amazing.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll go now. I've been better. Like right now I'm struggling with like a little head cold or whatever, but that's nothing major. But as far as like my mental is concerned, I am exploring avenues to like keep that focus going. Nick will tell you I've been not 100% this week on my focus, but I've been better. Like the videos that I've been editing for him have been coming out so. I would dare say 45% of the videos on his channel this week were edited by me. So
I've been in there. I'm not gonna front y'all. I don't know what it is, bruh. We'll get into that.
But that keeps me focused and that keeps me going. I just
you
got.
Still have your gum?
Yes, I still have my gum. Not sponsored, by the way. I would love to be sponsored, but gum.
Put the goddamn thing down there.
Right.
Hey, yo.
Do hello,
Man, little $2 bag.
Oh my god.
What's the gum for?
The gum.
Promoting them.
Okay, so the science behind chewing gum while you're focused on a task is that if you're sitting at a computer and you're, doing a task, you're more than likely to just get bored of it and just want to do other shit, like be lazy on social media. Chewing the gum, it gets the blood going. It actually brings blood to the brain, so your brain can function a lot better while you're doing a task and stay focused while you're doing it. So that's been helping me a lot while I'm editing, because I would sometimes I would download like Nick's VOD or whatever. I would chop it up and then just leave it there because I just got bored. And I was just like, I want to do something else. I want to play a game. I want to check on my gotcha teams and all that kind of shit. But chewing gum has actually helped me. And also, just for that's one way that I cope with, my focus. Now, this being Mental Health Awareness Month, I also do want to say that coping with your demons, so to speak, is very essential for, getting through your day. If you're just having one of those terrible days, you have to have a healthy coping mechanism, whether it be chewing gum or putting together like a Gundam thing. I try it. It's very therapeutic. I dare you to try to put together a Gundam kit. Those things are fucking awesome.
Them long ass, like the
they take
big
forever.
Ass.
Yes.
I got time.
But I mean, it's therapeutic. I'm not saying just do the whole thing in one shot.
There, though.
I'm just saying when those thoughts creep up, give yourself a hobby. Give yourself something to do to, ease those thoughts. And then, once you're done, you in your little happy place, in your little mode or whatever. And then you think about, doing something positive, and it inadvertently, boosts you to do that positive thing. So all I'm saying is get like a healthy coping mechanism to, curb your depression, your anxiety, anything like that. And I know that's easier said than done, but it does help.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Okay.
All right.
Yoko, you going next?
I'll let you go. Yeah. I ain't got too much to say. That's why.
All right. Well, so far everything's been going good. Me and my mom just moved. Shouts out to the viewers, by the way, because we did a GoFundMe because we just moved out of really a toxic situation, and the viewers like destroyed the goal. And I really appreciate everybody for that. I took a huge break in April just to work on my own mental health, just to get myself back together. I just came back recently. Everybody's been coming back, watching the videos. So the videos have been doing good. I will say
Not a lot of people can get that.
Right. All right. I will say that I have been worried about numbers more because I'm doing this full time now. So numbers have been on my head. I'm trying my best to stay focused and not to worry about numbers. But you guys know how it is when this becomes your main source of income, like the numbers just consume you. You know what I mean? Like you have to worry about them. Like I remember before I never worried about numbers, right? Because this was like my side job. I wasn't worried about it. The income was just like extra stuff. It would buy me games and stuff. But now that I'm paying rent on this, I'm paying my car payment on this and stuff like that. It's wild. It is wild. And I just quit Twitch because the Twitch side of things is just crazy. I was on a team called Radical Kind Gamers, and You know them? You know them? You know them?
Yes, I
Okay,
do.
you heard about the
All the
zombie
Twitch
situation,
streams,
huh?
man.
Okay.
You heard about it.
Yes.
The
yes,
black
yes.
side of Twitch went on fire last weekend, and I just
We gotta
quietly
talk about
exited.
We gotta
I
talk about
quietly
that.
exited that
He
situation.
really said, "All right, be scooching up out of here."
Yeah, I
Back my
quietly
ass.
exited that situation, got myself out of there. I just can't rock with what's going on Twitch, just creator wise. I feel like
Especially now.
everybody's just climbing on each other's heads right now. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
just trying to get to the
there's
top.
a lot to talk about within
I
the
said
Twitch
this,
space today.
right.
I said this a while ago. I think I was talking too shy about this. I was like, thing about Twitch is Twitch doesn't have an algorithm.
Nope.
And so you're basically streaming. I think this is Yoku too. You're essentially streaming to a void, which is why a lot of Twitch streamers Twitch streamers have a YouTube channel that they upload their edited shits to. They have a TikTok. Like Twitch streamers have to do the extra shit, whereas YouTubers, we kind of just put a video up and people fuck with us.
Right.
You could do all the extra shit too, but like the algorithm's gonna find whoever it appeals to. But when it comes to Twitch, it's hard to grow on there it's hard to grow on Twitch off of Twitch.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go do something else. You have to go do something else. Otherwise, you're pretty much, like I said, streaming into a black hole and just banking that somebody's going to raid you or host you, or you just so happen to get recommended on somebody's front page or some shit. Like that's just and that's too much RNG, especially when statistically, apparently, the top 1% of Twitch streamers aren't even making 50 views.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
It's
like,
crazy when I found that out too.
yeah. So it's like, what are we? At that point, you better off just go out and go get other shit.
Exactly.
That's so weird that they haven't like implemented some kind of algorithm.
They're trying.
Twitch's thing is like, and I don't want to say as in like I'm in their know-how, like I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but as far as what they present to us, and they've been doing this for years, their priorities on what they consider let's focus on this and get this situated are completely fucked up. If Twitch never had an issue at all, like the hot tub streaming, the booby streaming, the fucking the DMCAs, like so many things that are issues every other month on Twitch. If none of that happened, you would never hear a word from Twitch about, oh, we're doing this to improve the site, or this would happen so that we could improve the site. Nah, it would be the same way it was in 2016, 2017. We went 2 or 3 years with no real updates to Twitch beyond like aesthetics.
Yep.
I don't
This
remember
shit kinda weird.
The last big update. Like,
TwitchCon of 20, I want to say
That was
18.
2016. No,
Y'all remember when Twitch said all
2016.
partners were
Was
going to
it
get ads for
2016?
free?
Yikes! Yeah. Okay.
Man.
Yeah.
All
That
right,
was
well,
crazy.
I guess while we're on the topic of Twitch, first and foremost, free Omega.
Free
First and
Omega,
foremost.
man.
I heard about that.
Smile off this check, bro.
What happened to him?
Wow.
Wait, Mikey, what?
got strike?
What?
Yes.
He
But he got double punished for it.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
Ioku, what do you want to talk about it? Or do you want me to get into it?
I mean, yeah, you know, I guess fuck my mental wellness though, huh?
We
Yo,
didn't talk.
yikes.
We didn't
I
talk. We didn't
mean-
talk.
My bad, bro.
You just said you didn't have
Yo.
anything.
You always say you
so-
just said you didn't have
quick.
anything.
It's quick.
It
you
do
know?
have
Okay,
to the
go
best
ahead,
of
go
us,
ahead.
though, don't it?
Go
You
ahead,
man
go ahead,
dirty.
go ahead, go ahead,
Go ahead, my B, my
That's
B, my B, my B, my B,
crazy.
Go ahead,
my B.
go ahead.
Yo,
It's 5 folks and he don't know. Nick don't know how to act.
It's
5
gonna be
people
hard in a
here.
minute.
He don't even
I'm
know
just-
how to
I'm just
acknowledge
trying to-
Yoko.
I'm just trying to push the needle forward.
Crazy.
Needle
All right,
forward.
all right. We can
That's
talk
it.
about it in a little bit.
Placement.
All right, so I've been better. Normally, I have like some negative things to say about what's going on in life or whatever, just mentally. But as far as YouTube goes, which is usually the main thing, I haven't really needed a break for the sake of being depressed about it. It was more so trying to figure out how I wanted to deliver it. And I think the last 2 videos that I've released have been the direction that I want to take as far as delivering the content goes. So it's been pretty cool. But yeah, other than that, I've just been reading a lot of manga and chilling on the couch watching anime with my dog. So Mikey was talking about, you know, therapeutic stuff. I guess it's therapeutic, you know.
Yeah, whatever you gotta do, bro.
Yeah, you know, this anime called Chunibyo, I think is how you
You're a
pronounce it.
nerd.
Nah, bro, listen,
The
it
hell
was
is
on
that?
Netflix. It's this anime from like 2014 about some high school lovey shit, but the whole concept isn't lovey. I'm just saying that because that's like what the end final episode is. But Chunibyo,
watch it.
It's really cool. It's funny. It's amusing. It's great. Like the characters are awesome. The way that everything happens is really cool. But basically, the word Chunibyo stands for playing imagination in your head. Right? You go to school and the main character's like, I'm the Dark Lord Flame Master, and that lasts from like his elementary phase all the way through middle school, and then he goes to a completely different high school that's like a whole train ride away from his house, so that nobody from his hometown goes to the school, so that he can start over and not have to deal with the embarrassment of I was playing imagination throughout all of middle school. And it's just a realization that he wasn't the only one, and there were other kids doing it. And the other main character, which is the girl, you guys might have seen the gif. She wears an eye patch, she's short, blue hair, and she like swirls her fingers like this or whatever.
Oh,
like
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where that's from. And she is like hard Chunibyo, so she doesn't care about how anyone else perceives her, because that's how she copes with the reality of her life, which is and when you get to her stuff, it's sad, because she's going through some shit.
This man's not impressed at all.
Nick doesn't care about anything happy, bro. Any kind of happy emo, whatever. Nah, he's not in there, bro.
You're a nerd, bro.
That's not true. That's not true. That's
Okay,
not
then.
true.
Hey, yo,
Bro, oh my God.
Fucking
Listen.
Gundams, bro.
We were
Gundams don't
talking
even come in
about,
English.
listen.
They don't even come in English translation.
We were talking
I'm the
about
weeb.
mental health. This nigga goes on a tirade about his recent anime addiction.
We were just
Shut
talking
the
about
fuck
that.
up.
That's therapeutic for
That's
him.
therapeutic shit. What's the problem?
All right, but we don't need
Go
a whole
outside.
synopsis
That's
on this
why
damn
people's
anime.
mental health is
I
bad
was
right now.
curious. I was
Go
curious.
outside.
I was curious.
Look it up on
About what?
IMDb.
What are you
About the
curious
show.
about?
I was curious about
No,
the
you
show.
weren't. No, you
I
weren't.
was.
No, you weren't. No, now you're lying to him.
I was. Yo,
No.
have you ever considered watching
Bro.
Wonder Egg Priority?
It's on my
It's
list.
like what is it? Kingdom Hearts, but with a little girl that looked like Six from Little Nightmares.
I'm
You
sick.
lost.
Blaze,
That
I
actually
love
sounds
your
cool.
shirt, by the way. That shirt is fire.
Bro,
I'm
the world is with you is everything.
Are you Neanderthals done?
Yeah.
This knuckle dragger really just called me a Neanderthal.
Neanderthal.
Anyway,
Let's talk
speaking
about
about where we were on the topic of Twitch before Yoka goes in his tirade.
But for my mental health.
So fuck you, because your mental health thing turned to fucking anime, and it's like, dog,
Oh my god.
bro, go
You know what?
outside.
Y'all talking about nerd things.
I'll
I'm
go
talking
outside
about,
right now.
What's wrong with you, baby? Relax.
I'll go outside right
I need you here. Relax. Anyway,
Yeah,
today or yesterday
Welcome
at the
to the
time of this
podcast,
recording,
Blaze.
man. Yesterday at the time of this recording, so a couple days ago, prior to when you guys see this and hear this, my friend OmegaPro over on Twitch and Twitter and YouTube as well, actually, he's been doing this thing where obviously you can do like little watch parties and whatnot over on Twitch. Now, under the guidelines that we thought were going on over on Twitch is as long as you delete everything, you should be fine.
yeah.
He's been watching Degrassi for a while, and I think he was about to start Vampire Diaries. Now, Vampire Diaries is a whole different like ballpark from Degrassi. CW is not playing with that shit at all.
No, they not.
So, obviously, he got like a 3-day suspension. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday,
Before you go, I think it's very important to acknowledge that he knew what he did, and he took that one on the chin, and he knew that the DMCA was legit and all that kind of stuff before the second part happens.
Now, this stream happened last Friday, and he was suspended for that weekend.
Yeah, he's a 3-day ban.
This week happens, and the very moment he was about to go live, his account gets terminated for apparently a stream that never happened.
What?
Yeah.
So how their timeline is, Twitch is flagging him for a stream, for that same topic stream, like him watching Vampire Diaries, which is on a Friday, right? He's already been suspended for it. He's already went through his punishment for it. He came back that Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening or whatever, Monday night or whatever. And apparently they're flagging him for the same stream that's been deleted, but on the little report it said it happened on a Wednesday.
On
Yeah.
that
What?
day, yeah.
On that day that he went live.
The only
Yeah.
thing, he didn't even do just chatting that day. He went straight into Persona 5.
He played Persona 5.
The game said Persona 5. He played Persona 5, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
And he got
But he got
terminated.
flagged for Vampire Diaries on the day that he streamed just Persona 5.
The thing that a lot of people don't
That's
know,
weird.
and this isn't really like a shot isn't the word, but like kind of like a tag towards Omega or anything like that, because a lot of the streamers don't know it. But he might know it. VODs aren't actually deleted.
No, they're not.
They're
Yeah,
not.
so when you
Nope.
delete a VOD, it's still like in Twitch's database. So I'm not sure what happened with that. It's definitely fucked up and needs to get situated real quick. But the fact that they pretty much categorized his new stream as an old stream just to ban him is ridiculous. And then, you know, if you want to, I'm surprised he actually didn't, or nobody's really said it for him. You know, it's not really breaking TOS. Like, that's not a fault of his, and that's something they can easily fix. Meanwhile, you got girls out here accidentally showing their pussies and assholes, and they're still streaming like right now at this exact moment of time. So
Not even
You know,
accidentally.
Yeah, I
It was
appreciate that
fully on
comment.
purpose.
I know it wasn't
Yeah,
an
we
accident.
had,
I know it wasn't an accident, man.
Who was it?
Y'all don't watch tub
Hydrax.
streams?
Mhm.
Exo Hydrax, she did a hot tub stream. She was in her full glory at that, had her ass out and everything, twerking, mind you. She got up, started
Ooh.
dancing a little bit, and then shook her boobs. She got banned, but she came
What's
back.
her name?
Exo Hydrax.
I'll look it up later.
Wait, who works at a person? Okay.
Oh, sorry.
But yes,
I like the
it's-
tub streams.
It's just
You do for real?
it's- They're
Yeah.
interesting.
Okay,
Good quality.
Okay.
Good content.
But
that was
it's-
definitely good
Very
quality in
interesting.
content that day.
Very
I-
interesting.
That day
Very-
specifically.
Very interesting.
So from my understanding, I spoke to a partner friend of mine, and he was like, those are actual people that are like banning someone. So I'm wondering if somebody looked over and was like,
Omega's
oh,
VOD and was like, nah, this is
this is
even.
against TOS, but they probably didn't know that he had already, you know, served the suspension for
So
it.
if that's the case, then that
Oh.
means his termination would actually be the rightful course of action, and not the 3-day suspension that was probably
No.
automated.
No, because if they're actual people making these decisions, they know the difference between a VOD and like I'm streaming live right now, and they can also see whether or not some action was taken at that point in time. Because like,
well,
it's, you know,
how do
it's
we know
kind of
what
like
their view looks like.
That's what
well,
I'm saying.
because it's very standard for any kind of computer information like infrastructure whatsoever. When it comes to IT and how those things work, you have to have that information available to the person on the other side. So him being, you know, the manager or whoever, whatever title he wants, the person in charge of banning or not banning, right? He has to have that information of whose channel is this, what do they do, how long they've been here, the amount of subs they have, yada yada. Like all that information that the streamer would be able to see and that we can see, he has to have that. So he has to be able to see, okay, this person just got banned on X day. They just served, you know, this 3-day suspension on X day from X day. Like it's not anonymous or it's not hidden for him. Now, if it is, that's a whole different problem. And now we get into
Twitch
a
politics.
problem, not even just Twitch. You remember on YouTube where, and I think it's still to this day, the automated system will give you like a kickback response real quick as if it were a human, but it's not.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we get into situations like that where it's like, okay, am I dealing with a robot or a human? If I'm dealing with a human, then how come you, the human, didn't do a human thing and actually do your job? Why didn't you look at this the way that you should have instead of acting like a robot? And of course, the human's not going to respond because they're protected behind anonymity. And, you know, you just kind of don't get anywhere with that. So honestly, the same
that was
way
my
that
thing. Like I noticed that. I was like, when he got banned, I'm like, okay, so it was no one, because I was in the stream. I was like, okay, so he's on Persona, and I'm not a Persona person, so I was like, but he was live and he was playing Persona at that time. So if it was an actual person, then why didn't they go and check it out or look in the stream? Because if obviously he's not gonna stream whatever copyright written Vampire Diaries, it's a whole 20 something, almost an hour of a couple episodes, you know. I don't know.
Did he get
That made me
flagged?
question it.
Did somebody report his stream?
This is the thing. No, I don't think
No.
I don't think so. No.
No.
Because it was for the same
not-
thing
that's
that
not
he
a
had
bad
got.
Yeah, it was
question,
for
though.
the exact same
It's
thing.
not a bad question, but it's not what happened.
I mean, like, you know how trolls are, especially on Twitch. A lot of people are, reporting people's streams just for no reason.
But I think it says usually it'll say like a what does the report like say? Like banned or terminated or suspended for such and such reason. I feel like
Okay.
copyrights are like different in a sense.
Right.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
won't send
DMCA
that- you
is
don't get
very
that
different
option.
because
Yeah.
DMCA's actually come from a company.
Yeah.
Like
Okay,
there
yeah.
isn't anything anybody can do to report you that a company will respond to. You know?
Right.
So if that was a regular like report and a TOS ban,
Mhm.
it would have had something on the lines of what he actually did on his stream.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
community
if it's a
guidelines
DMCA ban,
related
then
or-
yeah, it's something different.
Yep.
I
And
don't
my
know.
thing, I think it's a little weird. Okay, so the difference, and I know that everybody streams Degrassi, and the only thing that makes Degrassi different is Degrassi is a Canadian show.
Right.
I feel like the laws are gonna be obviously different. They're not gonna be the same. So anybody and everybody, even the most wholesome streamers, are watching Degrassi right now. But the CW, Vampire Diaries is their baby. They're obviously gonna come after somebody. And as soon as he got banned for it, somebody else got banned for it, like literally a day after.
Degrassi's
So-
free too, right? You can just watch it on YouTube.
You can
Yep, you
now,
can watch it.
and it's
Yeah.
that's what makes it, I guess, safe for
Right.
So you can't
Whatever
say
that
safe
word is.
necessarily because catfish, you get banned for
I'm not gonna
catfish.
front
and
Oh yeah,
catfish
you
is-
can. You can.
I'm not gonna front y'all. It's off topic as hell. I want tacos, bro.
You could wait.
What kind?
already Yoku.
I'm saying.
Damn.
We were having a whole ass
Well, at
discussion
least
about
he
our
announced that it
friend.
was off topic.
Let it sit.
Nah.
that
Cause
shit
you just be derailing topics just organically. He said, "Yo, this is off topic. I want fucking tacos."
I let y'all know it's
Proceed.
off topic too, bro. Whether or
No,
not
you
you hear
don't.
it, that's on you.
But,
No, you don't.
But I
listen to
mean,
me.
we've been on topic. Nick was the only other person that kind of was like, "Yeah, y'all are gonna get off topic," and then
I see you in a month. Remember that.
you do whatever you want, bro.
Sheesh.
crazy yikes. But yeah, no, it's a weird situation. I did see a tweet from hold on, I gotta pull it back up. Zach Bissay. I don't want to say his last name wrong. But he was mentioning how he feels like things need to be changed with Twitch's live DMCA. Because somebody else also got terminated live for, I think, and it was like a brief second that they showed a sports game that they weren't like supposed to show. I guess they were commentating it and they accidentally showed it and they took him down. So he was mentioning about how
These networks are
shouldn't be
not
chaotic.
playing.
No, they ain't.
Because the way they handled the whole music DMCA thing, everybody was in a frantic panic, and that, I mean, I feel like after all that, Twitch was like, "Yeah, no, we're not gonna say anything because y'all deleted all your shit, stupids." So
And
I need
it
to be
doesn't.
deleted.
That's what sucks is that you deleting your VODs actually doesn't protect you from another company striking you because they can see what Twitch can see. So
Yeah.
which I think is so strange.
no, it's
personally.
stupid. It's really stupid. The fact that if you delete your VOD, it's not really deleted and somebody else can just find it some miraculous way and then strike you for it. It's absolutely dog shit.
Like you really went digging for why.
But in that same token, you think these companies should kind of just let people just do illegal shit? And just
No,
because
but
they're
I think
live,
there
it's
should be
illegal?
some middle ground.
yeah,
Like
there should be a middle
one
ground.
second of something that's shown on screen shouldn't translate to a ban. There definitely should be some type of middle ground to where somebody can dispute it for basically
but this is
time,
my thing.
audio,
But this
or
is my
anything
thing.
like that.
My thing is, these are other billion-dollar corporations that will sue the fuck out of Twitch.
Right.
Are we really expecting Twitch to be like, oh shit, this small ass streamer that's not even like a part of our like big guys is like fucking over our shit or could potentially lose us thousands of dollars?
I think Twitch needs to establish themselves as,
And then imagine like several other streamers are doing it.
Well, that's what
They're
I'm getting
losing
into.
a lot more money. Yeah.
Twitch.
Well, the problem
Twitch
is
needs to
this.
reestablish themselves as an actual streaming platform for X.
Not even that. No, not even that. The problem is bigger than Twitch, bigger than Amazon, bigger than all that. The problem is with our copyright laws. Our copyright laws right now do not take into account of online media, online streaming, how that works with this whole new generation.
Yep,
It needs
so many
to.
people that are on.
We need to have copyright laws updated. Like
still
there's
have the
so
same
many
copyright
laws
from like 2000 and what?
Yeah, there's so many
8,
laws
7?
that are just out of date within the U.S. Government.
Yeah.
And like this right here definitely needs to be on the forefront because we are in a new technological age. We are in a new internet streaming era.
Yep.
Like nobody really has cable anymore. All of this stuff needs to be protected, and as well as copyright. What's allowed, what's not allowed, how long it should be allowed. Because I think with streamers and YouTubers as well, there's always room for fair use. Fair use needs to be updated so that it's clear, it's concise. There's no eggshells, that we have to walk on. Because I think that yes, I don't necessarily agree with streaming an entire, what do you call it, season of something, but like if it's allowed, it's allowed, and if it's not, it's not. The rules should be very plain about that, but it's not. It's not. There's always this gray area.
I mean, I do feel like them coming out and being like, yeah, so y'all can't do this shit would definitely just be like the problem solver because there's a lot of people who are like, oh, because I deleted my video, I'm good, but then it turns out no, you're not.
Yeah.
Right. I also think that Twitch needs to find out a way to actually like make their archives private. You know what I mean? Because me and you, we could. There's a backdoor way of any of us right here in this call to go look at those VODs, that have been deleted. So if we can do it, companies can do it easily. Twitch has got to find a way to make those private.
That's what I was getting into about. They need to reestablish themselves as a particular site because, and Nick and I say this all the time. YouTube is at this current point in time.
The problem is
better streaming platform.
Are you ready for Twitch to become YouTube with this copyright shit?
Because Twitch isn't ready.
That's
Twitch
the problem.
Isn't ready itself.
It's not even that they need to be ready for the copyright thing. It's Twitch needs to establish protection against their streamers.
But that's the problem though, is that they can't if it's a live streaming thing. The thing about this is YouTube has a lot of archived. YouTube is archived media. It's a video platform, right? The live streaming shit is just a plus. Twitch is a live streaming platform. The video is second.
Yeah.
Anybody, like Blaze said, anybody can access these videos. These past deleted videos, these archives and shit is different. My question to the community of Twitch and you all here is, are you ready for YouTube and to Twitch, right? For Twitch to actually sit there and take that next step as solidifying themselves as a platform is to take the live streaming shit and make that shit like a second thing and becoming a video website. Because the problem with that is YouTube can get away with that shit because guess what? It's a lot of streams on there. You can stream music on. There's a lot of Google shit that's running through YouTube as a streaming thing. People get paid off of YouTube audio streams. They do. My problem is, are you ready for everybody and their mother on Twitch to literally be? You can only do video games and fucking IRL just chatting shits.
I don't think
because that's what it is. Because it's either that or you get hella third party claims from all these labels and shit who legally can sue the fuck out of Twitch and you for music you play, for shit you watch, all that shit. That third party shit comes out of their pockets, and it's like, look, if you think $1 billion corporation gives a fuck about you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So that's my thing. Do you want Twitch to become YouTube? Look, a lot of people quit YouTube to go to Twitch because Twitch was so lenient. Then the government and the laws and shit started putting their fucking foot down on Twitch because they realized these people are just making money for free. No.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing though, is I don't think that it has to be as strict as, in your scenario, YouTube to Twitch would be, but I do think that there needs to be basically order. Twitch needs to go through whatever they need to do in order to have some means of order, because a lot of streamers get away with too much shit. You know, some streamers get knocked for it because they just happen to get caught on the wrong day by the wrong person, or they get reported by the wrong person, whatever it is, you know. But a lot of the things that happen on Twitch shouldn't be on Twitch, point blank period. And this isn't even me with my whole, you know, hot tub thing or whatever. I mean, legit, like, people are streaming movies on Twitch, and because they're not a notable streamer, they get away with it. You know, Twitch's automatic system doesn't catch it live, so they don't have any attention. Omega is a big streamer, you know, especially after GTRP. He brought, you know, 800 1K plus people in his stream per stream after GTRP. So when he does that with that many views on top of, you know, him playing Vampire Diaries or Degrassi again, whatever he wanted to, now you've got more eyes on you that you can't count. You know, you don't know which one of those 1,000 streamers are. They just happen to be working for CW, and they're like, yo, I fuck with you, Omega, but you can't do this, bro. I gotta put this in. I gotta report this, big dog.
That's
my bad,
crazy.
You know? Like, you have no idea.
You never know who's watching.
That's crazy as hell. I make sure I ban his ass.
Right.
Oh, you work for CW?
Oh,
okay. That's crazy. I'm gonna ban you. I had an epiphany a couple days ago about, I think it would be really cool if we could have something almost like TikTok, but for, you know, videos or movies or TV shows. You know, you could build a community and you're watching Vampire Diaries.
Oh yeah, that'd be
I
cool.
thought that'd be cute.
It's called
And
Discord.
I was about to say Discord
that
is
would be nice, but it's just like
Discord.
Discord don't got like the nice thing. You can only have up to 50 people in a call for watching those movies.
Okay.
And you know, Moon does that, and he has a line all the way out his Discord, and I'm just like, not all of his views are gonna watch.
Get out. Somebody else gotta
come in. And it's just like it would be nice. It would be nice, but yeah.
I think
the
only way that will work if that was a another streaming platform that people have to pay into.
I think
so
Twitch,
that makes everybody gets paid.
I think Twitch has to say, Twitch does this thing where they really do coddle women, and like they're definitely gray area when it comes to certain shit women can and cannot do. And I feel like they have to be as strict as possible when it comes to shit like that. Because Yoku's right. You can sit there and watch. You can't sit there and watch like fucking TV shows, but you got hoes dead ass being naked out here, and it's like, okay, where's the line here, right? I think being 100% transparent and being as blunt as possible what you can and cannot do about your rules is 100% the way to go. Because now you wouldn't have content creators thinking they can get away with that all because they deleted their videos.
I'm gonna keep it a buck though. I honestly truly believe that recently Amazon came to Twitch and said, this shit ain't profitable. You guys need to figure it out. Y'all need to figure it out.
That's what I was thinking. Because my thing is, okay, so you know how Google is ingrained in YouTube and everything. Amazon was like, we'll give you a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you know.
Yo,
a little bit of here, a little bit of there.
What if, like, on some real shit, Google bought Twitch?
I would be happy.
Ooh.
Okay, wait.
That's too much of a monopoly.
No.
That
Listen.
But I would be happy.
Listen. But that'd be good because then YouTube, which we've already established, YouTube
integrate
streaming
with
platform is like better.
Dick.
No.
Instead of
Okay,
the
the
purple,
UI is
would
dick.
never
The
get
UI is
updated.
dick. I really hate it.
So wait, instead
I
of the
really
purple,
hate
it'd be
it.
red.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's cool. Okay, that's cool. But have you really looked at it? It looks disgusting.
No,
gaming
not the
fucking
UI.
fire. You
Not
got
the
your
UI.
mind, man.
Not the UI.
You out of your mind.
Twitch's
YouTube gaming.
The
look
UI is
stays
gross.
the same. That's what I'm saying. Twitch's look stays the same, but YouTube takes over management. So a lot of the things that YouTube has in place
They be integrated.
protect YouTubers and whatever else is on Twitch. So basically, whoever runs Twitch would they lose their money at the end of the day. Like there's no more of this fucking 80-20 split between streamers. There's no more of this.
Oh,
hey,
dog,
man,
it's
we ran 3
I
ads
promise
on
you,
your channel, but
it's
you only
the
got
way
15 cents.
It's the way everybody and their mom, if they were to ever do that and they were to integrate the current system of like memberships that are on YouTube over on Twitch, everybody would be fine.
Yep.
Yep.
There's so much about YouTube that would work on Twitch. It would fuck over the people running it, but like as streamers or content creators, it'd be great.
Yeah. I mean, my thing was I had that thought. I'm like, why doesn't Amazon has a music platform. There's Prime Music. Amazon also has the watch parties. There's a lot of things that Amazon can do to protect content creators.
It's really the labels.
Okay, let's just not, I don't know. I don't want to like put it 100% on them.
Now
because,
watch
like
this.
I said,
Now watch this. Despite YouTube's little shit that goes on, we're not protected either. If I play anything Drake, UMG is taking my shit down.
Oh yeah, bro. And
That's
they're taking all
UMG.
your money.
That's you, and they will
taking your
destroy
money,
the video
then
and
they taking
everything.
you
you
down.
did that. Drake
That's what I'm
was
saying.
no.
It's the labels. I think it's the labels because despite having these rules and these things that are in place to protect the partner, the labels can still come in and just take your shit. They can block your shit from everywhere. They can take money from your playbacks. They can do all that shit. The problem with Twitch is they can't do it live, so they're gonna turn you. They're gonna shut you off. They're gonna boom.
They could.
It's true.
And it's like, damn. Well, that's it for us. But all I know is hopefully Omega hears back from Twitch as soon as possible. Free Omega till it's backwards. And hopefully I don't know. Hopefully this definitely does. Hopefully this isn't one of those things where it kind of just one of those things where it gets resolved and then we just move on forward because it could happen to somebody else in the future.
Yeah.
And
I think after this, there needs some action to be taken as far as, what we can and can't do on Twitch.
Basically. Yeah. They're playing too much.
The line needs to be drawn and there needs to be no gray area for anybody to stumble upon.
They are playing way too much with other people's money. That's just not it.
I literally read a tweet that said Twitch needs to not be like, oh, you can kind of do this, but you can't really do this. No, what can't we do and what can we do? It was
you're talking about their live stream where they were, I guess, kind of like how we talked about the Warframe thing that you mentioned. Warframe.
The town hall meeting.
Yeah.
They have a town hall meeting. Yeah.
Twitch doesn't, they don't know what the fuck they're doing when it comes to that kind of stuff. Because they don't know what they're doing. And that's the problem, They have ideas for making the site better. I swear it's like it's like 5 dudes in a fucking basement running Twitch. That's what it feels like.
If I was running Twitch, everybody'd be fine. Everybody'd be fine. I got ideas. Everybody'd be good. Everybody.
How you know?
How I know. Do you know, I wish you were there when I had so many ideas. Lena and I were in a call and I just spew out ideas. She'd be like, oh, that sounds cool. God, why aren't you working for Twitch? And I'm like, because I just would not be able to, make the shots. So why would I give them that? Why would I give them those ideas?
I mean, shit, you wouldn't be the last person or the first person with like hella Twitch recommendations because they got a lot of shit. They got a lot of shit to fix. But
let me go ahead and make my own platform. I'm gonna call it Shimi TV.
Okay.
First and foremost, that's
y'all not gonna join.
First and foremost,
y'all not gonna join.
Let me say that's a fire name.
It is.
Yeah.
If you were to like make it like if that was like Twitch or TV and like just your fucking like YouTube channel name, that'd be a fire fucking name. That'd be a fire.
It
name.
is.
TV.
That'd be a fire name.
That's fact.
I'm watching See Me, ma. Who the hell See Me? This new streamer I watched. What?
But the thing is, my name just it works well because of what it is.
Yeah.
Or wordplay, the wordplay of it. So
I say Shy Shimai.
For why?
It's funny. It's funny.
Stupid.
It's
That's
funny.
what it is. You stupid. You
Shy
stupid.
Shimai, ma'am? What?
Hello?
Anyway,
No.
next topic before there's gonna be a PS5 shortage until next year.
Man,
I'm just never getting one, and it's clear.
I can't get one now. Like,
I was gonna say
Whatever.
GameStop just had a thingy for it.
I tried.
People got there.
A
Yeah,
what?
you tried it
I tried.
for the
Did it what?
PS5.
Was it
they
like
had,
a raffle
the
or
line-
some shit?
No. You just
It was a queue.
Yeah,
Right.
so not GameStop in particular. You got to play the lotto with them, but
Yeah.
PlayStation
Not
did
the
it
lotto.
right after that. And PlayStation always has a queue, so you get in there and then you wait for a little bit, and you get it or you don't. But yeah, I mean they've been pushing it out slowly, but we knew it was gonna be a shortage till 2022, and it's not even like at this point it's not a COVID thing. It's just
what's
because
crazy?
They like to see the market fuck up like that.
Like, I think I can't help but think that this is by design, simply
Yeah.
because of how the scheduling has been with PS5 games. It's like, yeah, you can't get PS5s now,
But there's no games.
but there's no games.
That's
I can think of some games I want to play.
People
Well, yeah,
getting
sure,
them.
you have
I
some.
mean,
But
yeah,
like,
I mean,
what are you really playing?
I
Ratchet and
really
Clank coming
see
out.
this as
Final
a,
Fantasy?
a soft launch
Y'all
of the
tripping,
PS5.
Yeah.
I need a
Watch
PS5.
when Intergrade comes out. What is that, next month or is that in July?
This
Next month.
Next month.
That's next month. Okay, so when Yuffie comes out, all the websites are magically gonna have PS5s for sale for like a day throughout the whole
They better.
week. And then after that, what is it? Horizon Forbidden West comes out in August or something like that. You're gonna have a bunch of PS5s being sold, and then after that,
yo, they got some good games coming out for the first.
We do, and that's when you're gonna get.
Yeah,
a
they do
PS5.
have good games, but they don't have PS5s, and that's why I say it's by design, because once those games come out, they can bolster their sales with PS5 bundles.
Yep.
Right.
They're not gonna sell just the regular PS5. They're gonna sell the bundle.
You're gonna get the God of.
crazy.
You're gonna get the Final Fantasy 7 edition. Or
That's
the Final
the only way you
Fantasy.
get it from
The
GameStop.
Final
I know.
Fantasy
It's a
16 edition. The God of War edition. There's gonna be a lot.
Because that's what's working out for PC companies. That because people
you
can't
can't get a
get
fucking
video
graphics
cards
card.
anymore.
Yeah.
You have to buy the whole PC now.
My God.
And the only company
Sony's
I buy
not
from
stupid.
is NZXT.
They're not
Real
stupid.
talk. We might have to assassinate Blue.
Xbox is sold out too.
I want you to know Nick is gonna sell his PS5. There's gonna be a PS5 bundle for Back 4 Blood. He gonna get that, the game, the bundle, the whole thing. He gonna be like,
She right.
Yeah,
Hey,
look at
give me
it.
that extra terabyte of space, nigga.
and you're just like, Nick, but you already had one, but I wanted this one.
I would get a Back 4 Blood themed PS5. That shit would be fire.
I would just
I just want
I'd-
plates.
because I ain't got one.
I
I just
put
want to
my
take
own
this
blood
fucking white
on
plate
my
off
PS5.
and put a black plate on. That's it.
Have you guys seen the new controllers?
Yeah, I
Fire.
pre-ordered the cosmic red one.
They're so pretty.
Absolutely
Yes, man.
fire.
I pre-ordered that
I can't
red
get
bro.
one, but they look
I want
gorgeous,
both.
don't they?
I'm
I
so
want
sorry for
both.
y'all. All right, you know what?
No,
Rest
you're
in
not.
peace,
No,
bro.
you're not. You're just not. You're just not. You're just not sorry at all.
What's the problem? Where my
Just
controller
look.
at?
That
I wanna flex my
controller looks
controller.
Beautiful.
That looks like trash.
It took a while. It took a while to get used to it. I ain't like it. I'm not gonna hold you. I did not like it at first.
It looks kind of bulky, like the pro controller.
It feels good.
It
and the
reminds me
haptic
of,
feedback is just amazing.
It reminds me of the original Xbox controller.
That's
Oh,
not
I
a good
thought I
thing.
had
I was gonna say I'd hate if
You mean the
were in
three
Xbox.
360 one?
The
Don't
360
say that.
one, but I
The 360
didn't
one's
get it
way
with,
fatter
like,
than this.
I got the game. What was it? Rock Candy. I used to love their controllers.
Rock candies are decent. They're decent.
They were good back in the day.
I
Those
love
used to be
Rock
cool.
Candies.
I
I
haven't
like
heard them
those.
in a minute. What the hell?
Why the
But
fuck is my controller all
we gotta.
Mm-hmm.
If we not gonna get PS5s for next year, I'm gonna sit here with my part
PS5?
ones of you know what I'm saying.
What were you about to say? You made it seem like you were like, oh,
right
I'm gonna
back.
sit here in my robe and wait till I can get a PS. No, you have one.
I'm gonna sit in my robe with it.
in your robe with your pipe.
Yes, plebs. Look at you, peasants. Another topic, I guess, since Yoku's out of here. How do you guys like the Let There Be Carnage trailer? The movie's coming this year.
Okay, so with Carnage,
I don't know.
I love how the first movie ended with Woody Harrelson in the jail cell and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And the first movie gets a lot of flack because it's totally original. It's not anything that's tied to Spider-Man or anything like that. And I kind of like that aspect to it. I just wish a lot of the movie, man, I don't know. It's weird because they're in San Francisco and all of those guys are based in, New York or whatever. Like Cletus Cassidy, he was on Rikers Island. It wasn't wherever the fuck he was in the movie. So it's going to be tough to transition the Venom verse or whatever into wherever they want to take it because of the polarity of how the movie is constructed. It's very, very, very weird. But for whatever it is, like that trailer was fire. I love the design.
Goal?
I have no idea.
Like, what are they gonna, work with Disney and collaborate in the future and bring Venom into the MCU?
Maybe.
Well, the Spider-Man
I think that's what they're
coming
doing
up.
with Spider-Man and Morbius.
The Spider-Man. Remember the Spider-Man contract? I don't know if there was like an update on that, but I don't think he re-signed.
No, they did. They did. They worked something out. Yeah.
Was there like another movie? Was it another 2 movies or something?
They're doing obviously No Way Home, and there's still no word on Multiverse of Madness. So, but there have been rumors that Spider-Man does show up in Multiverse of Madness, which goes into No Way Home, and but No Way Home comes out before Multiverse of Madness, doesn't it?
We get into that multiverse shit, and I'm not gonna hold you. I don't care.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
I don't care about that shit at all. I'm gonna be real with you.
It's just an easy way to retcon a lot of things.
Basically,
I don't think they even need to retcon anything at this point. That's how they fucked up the last two sagas of Spider-Man. They keep redoing shit. Leave it alone.
Right. Sony's fucking it up too.
Yeah. The end of what was the last one?
Okay, but I'm liking this shirt you got, Donnie.
Let's Piccolo. Thanks, bro. Thanks,
That's hot.
Not Homecoming. Homecoming was the first one. The second one was what?
Far From Home.
Far From Home. They fucked that. That movie was everywhere. It was all over the place. I didn't like, and the ending was like, what?
Well, the ending made sense after the whole, I guess, like Mysterio situation, you know?
No, it didn't.
Why? Okay, wait. Why not? Why not? What? Like, so I can kind of answer.
Because at this point in Peter Parker's life, nobody's supposed to know he's Spider-Man.
But Mysterio knew. Like,
all I'm saying is, like, the world isn't supposed to know.
Oh, well, yeah, for sure.
Right.
So, but you have to remember, we're not even in like comic land anymore.
Yeah.
Because like none of that shit happened with Mysterio
I definitely understand that, but like, how would they move forward within the MCU with everybody knowing Peter Parker is Spider-Man? You know what I'm saying?
They can go about it if they keep to, like, I guess, comic lore for their fuel. You know what I mean? One, they're preparing to introduce Miles Morales. That's like a 2% chance it's not gonna happen.
Wish it would.
I really wish it would too, but there's
he could make a deal with the devil again.
Well, there's one big stipulation on why Miles wouldn't happen. He could make a deal with the devil, but I don't really think they're gonna do that because Disney and devil don't mix.
But he's an actual character though. Would he really be like? And they've shown him.
Yeah, but like where's he at? He is, but like Disney.
But he's there.
That.
He's there.
But Disney's not gonna do it.
But they've done.
Disney's gonna do whatever gonna make them fucking money.
But and
I'm like,
the last time the world knew who Peter Parker was, he made a deal with the devil.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are we?
Okay,
so
well,
the thing that it's looking like most likely what they'll do is they'll play around with the timelines in the different universes. Something will happen. Something will fuck up Peter's timeline, and then he'll go back. He might still make a deal. It just probably won't be with the devil. It'll be something else, which is probably just the devil anyway.
It'll be Mephisto.
Maybe disguised Mephisto. I could see that, but then that introduces a whole bunch of other bullshit in the Peter Parker's life.
The Ghost Rider shit finally.
That opens up everything for Multiverse of Madness and WandaVision.
Yeah.
I could see that. I could definitely see that. Yeah.
That's how all that ties in together. Because Doctor Strange is definitely watching all this shit that's happening. Like
most definitely.
Like he knows that.
Man.
First of all, he knows that Steve Rogers shouldn't have done what the fuck he done.
Yes.
He knows that Wanda had that fucking whatever she did WandaVision.
Yeah.
And like I think Falcon and the Winter Soldier is really its own thing that's going to bolster a different side of the MCU.
He don't give a fuck about them.
And then when Loki comes out, that's going to be crazy because we don't know what the fuck is going on with Loki because that's a whole different type of thing. But he knows. But I don't even think he knows that Loki's got the Tesseract.
I don't think so either.
Yeah,
I think he's just like.
So Doctor Strange has a very, very big part in the upcoming MCU. Titles.
I'm happy. So now that Tony's dead, we can finally get to other characters.
Yes,
okay.
I'm excited for Ironheart.
Yeah, I want Ironheart.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm excited for Ironheart.
Did you know Miles and Ironheart had a thing for a little bit?
Really? I didn't know that.
I have to find the exact comic, but the comic that I read was them basically. You know how you kind of like do the subtle but not so subtle talk with somebody, and you mention things but you don't. They were basically like confirming that the two of them are doing something as just friends and not the other option. And I'm like, yo, wait, they had a thing? I still prefer him with Spider-Gwen, but him and Ironheart could be cool if they fix her, you know?
Yeah, I mean, they're setting up for new Avengers or young Avengers because, we've got Kate Bishop, we've got Riri coming, we've got Patriot set up in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Who else?
You just reminded me of the Miss Marvel.
And Miss Marvel, there you go.
Miss Marvel. I was
Miss
like,
Marvel.
I literally just seen a clip or like some stills of Miss Marvel, and I was oh.
The only thing that we would definitely be missing would be Miles.
Yeah.
So that would be great. I would love to see a new era of Avengers movies. If they, because we know they can pull it off. We know that much.
They would get rid of Peter, Tom Holland. I don't think they get rid of Tom Holland right now. That's
no,
why
they would.
He want to get rid of himself before he wants to get. Before
well, no.
that.
You have to. You can't introduce Miles unless Peter's dead. At some point in time, that Peter has to die. So
Okay,
like,
then let's kill him.
But they're not. It's Tom. You're not gonna get rid of Tom. That's what I'm saying. Like at some point, Tom would have to die, and he'd have to be an older version of himself, or not, but he would have to go away. Or what they could do, and this is like big brain play, they could go into Tobey Maguire's world as in the multiverse thing. Toby dies or actually, it'd make more sense for Andrew because Andrew was the only one that introduced the Sinister Six. So in that world, we never got Spider-Man 3 from him or the Amazing Spider-Man 3. Multiverse happens. They go into Toby's or Andrew's world, and Andrew's actually killed by the Sinister Six. Introduce Miles Morales. Miles Morales comes from that multiverse into Tom Holland's multiverse for whatever reason, and then that's introduction alone. And now we have
Miles. You have to fill that. You can't just say for whatever. No, you got to fill that with something.
Yeah, you got to fill that with something.
With what? Why he comes through to the worlds?
Yes.
Well, I mean,
in order for that to make sense, it has to be something.
Well, because we're going into multiverses now with Tom doing whatever the fuck, and all the other Spider-Mans are going to be there.
Oh, and then you have Wanda's kids.
That too.
Aren't they dead? Like they don't exist.
No, they're that's the whole thing. That's what Multiverse of Madness is probably going to be about. Is bringing the kids into actual reality. Yeah. And you got White Vision out there just doing whatever the fuck.
And that's what I'm saying. Like he has all that information. He disappeared. He was like, like, where are you going?
He said,
"Get back here."
Am the real Vision now.
All right, bro, you got go back to like the original like thing though. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it, the new Venom, only because it was something about the original one that I was just like, this feels off.
Carnage
and I
looks a lot better.
Yeah, I like Tom Hardy, but I'm just like,
I like the movie. I like the series. I want to see where it's going. Like I'm very open to.
I'm very open-minded to
any comic book iteration.
Mm-hmm.
I think Carnage will be good. The way
Carnage is definitely going to be good. I love his design. Woody Harrelson is definitely the best pick for Cletus Cassidy.
You think
hands
so?
down? Yeah. I can't think of anybody else who would be better than Woody Harrelson.
Okay.
Especially after seeing what happened in Zombieland. That role is just for him.
Yeah. All right. I can see that. Yeah. I have faith for it for sure. Like it's especially with the Venom wasn't rated PG, was it? It was rated M, or did they change some shit? It was rated M or rated R, one of the two.
R.
All right, I think it was rated R.
As long as Carnage is rated, about the same, we'll get it. You can't have a Carnage movie and it's not rated M or R. It's physically impossible. So
yeah,
that'll be fine.
I don't see them going to PG-13 on Carnage because
better not.
No.
I'm just saying you can't.
If Deadpool can
better not. It's Carnage. They better not.
If you do, I'm pirating that movie. So
that's crazy.
All right.
I'm not paying for it.
We just don't do that around here.
Yeah, we don't do that. We don't do that around here.
I don't even know what a pirate is, bro.
I don't even know what a.
I was talking about
One Piece.
Captain Jack Sparrow. Is that what you talking about?
No, I was talking about getting into One Piece and finishing the series. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Octopus guy.
All
right, next topic. I do not want to talk about that.
I don't want to talk about James Charles.
I don't want to talk about James Charles.
Let me just skim over this. Let me skim over this real quick.
We talked about him last time.
Let me just skim over it.
He always got some shit going on. That's probably why.
Let me skim over it.
Recently.
So the former producer is suing James again. The fan base is like sending death threats to him. I don't care.
He'd be alright.
I don't care.
I do not give a fuck.
Right, he'll be
I
good.
do not give a fuck. I don't care. This shit is stupid. Shit is dumb.
But let's talk about something we actually do care about. My man's Joe Budden. Holy shit. The shitstorm that happened, was it yesterday?
This was yesterday.
Yeah,
what
do you do now?
Yesterday. All right. So, long story short, they started their podcast or whatever, and then they got on the topic of deserving entitlement, money, and you know what Joe makes versus what his co-host makes, and Joe just aired everything the fuck out.
That was a great hour long.
Bro, it was woof. And the fucked up thing about it is, like, the co-host that got fired, bro, they're gonna be blackballed. They're not gonna be able to get any work.
Well, I mean, they can do something. They can't participate or no. They can't participate or create their own podcast for the next year or so.
Because that was in their contract.
Yeah, and the funny part about it is
media stuff.
They're the only two people. They were so adamant about needing something on paper from Joe because they needed to know how much they were gonna make, or like if this wasn't gonna do good, then they didn't want to be a part of it. Whilst the other 5 or 6 members don't have a contract and they're eating comfortably fine. They don't have to worry about like if they leave, they can't start another contract or they can't start another podcast or anything like that. Those Rory and I don't remember the other one's name, but Mao. They're the only two that were in a contract like that, and they got fucked. They can't do shit.
Yeah.
I might have an answer.
No, I didn't say I have a question.
Oh,
they didn't question it.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't question it. Yeah.
No. It wasn't that they didn't question it. Everybody questioned it. He encouraged them to like ask questions and like, you know, learn what they were doing. But one of the things
but they wanted more. They wanted more. And turns out
still learning.
They were getting more than anybody else like was getting. Like if you look at like other high, you know, profile podcasts, they were still getting paid more than other co-hosts on those types of podcasts. So that's
okay.
that's tough.
What are they comparing it to? Comparing it to how much he's making?
It's just how much they feel. It's how much they feel they're worth.
Yeah, and then in reality, like they didn't really add a lot to what was going on. Like, yeah, they might have been on the podcast, which is fine, but he was mentioning, and he broke it down throughout the actual episode. They didn't contribute to like making things move or what they wanted to do for this and that. They would give ideas and not execute. So it really just came to like, hey man, we should do this. And then Joe would be like, all right, bet, I'm giving you full permission to do it. Here's all the money, whatever you need, go ahead and knock it out. Cool. And then they never did anything. So it's like they just mentioned something and expected him to do it. And then they also had the audacity to tell him like, oh, this is a bad idea. We shouldn't do this on the podcast. And he's like, you don't get to tell me like what's bad on my podcast. And when I give you, you know, like the audacity or permission to do something that's supposed to be good because you said it would, you don't do it. So there was a lot of that was in that interaction.
Joe Budden is relevant in 2021?
Oh, yeah. Do y'all think he's wrong?
Do we what?
Relevant for a good bit, man. His last big one was Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, Joe Budden's definitely relevant.
Kevin Samuels is crazy.
in the podcasting space. He's definitely made a name for himself outside of music. He's very like infamous for, you know, blowing up on people and just like being an asshole, to be honest.
That's what I thought.
But I mean, he does it in a way that's very business-like and very, very business-minded. So you have to respect him for that. And it's almost like you want to be his friend, but then you don't.
Right.
Yeah,
you want to be his friend just to see what he does, but you never want to be on the receiving end of it. But no. But the thing that got me was he basically just fired the people on his podcast to end his whole podcast. Like, apparently there are talks of him and DJ Academics, you know, squashing their beef, and maybe the Joe Budden podcast will live on between them two again, similar to how they had, you know, Everyday Struggle.
Right.
But I don't know, that's all alleged talks and rumors and whatever. But I mean, if that was the play, because let's I mean, yeah, he's got a very successful podcast, but his podcast was never the same after DJ Academics left.
I was about to say, I like Academic. That's my dude. I watched all his videos.
So if that's the case, like if there was any time for him to blow up and fire his people, it would definitely be now and bring back bro. That's a big 2000 IQ play.
Yeah.
If that's the case,
and
yes,
end the podcast and start up like 3 or 4 different other series and shit that will probably benefit more.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Because there does come a time where when something's just not profitable or it's not healthy to keep it up, to just end it, but always have a backup. And I think Joe Budden's smart enough to know that, you know, he needs to have a backup if this doesn't, you know, I mean, he was in the music industry. Everybody in music industry knows how fickle that industry can be.
Man.
So he knows what he's doing, and he knows exactly how to, first of all, get attention, and second of all, to never put your eggs in one basket, because I'm pretty sure he's always cooking on something.
Yeah.
And he's not that bad of a rapper, I don't believe.
I mean, Pump It Up.
Okay.
Too Fast, Too Furious.
No.
That's who made that song?
We gonna keep that over there. Like, keep that over there. But yes, if he wanted to go do something else, he can, because he's done it. And he can do it again. He knows how to do it and formulate it. So, yeah. It's weird. I was reading this tweet, and the reason I had asked you guys if you guys think he was, like, wrong is because this girl was like, he's not. And I don't think he is, but
I don't think he's wrong. I don't think he's wrong.
I don't think he's wrong either, especially if you got the numbers to back it up. So that's my thing. He had numbers to back up his claims. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, well, I mean, the numbers are there. Like, what y'all doing? What's happening here?
That's truly what it is.
Yeah.
They're just bitching and bitch, and then now looking them out of job, blackball, can't make their own podcast, have to sit there in their house, in their robe, looking funky, no shower for 3 days.
Musty as hell.
I know, right? Now y'all ain't got a job. Stupid. Yeah.
I mean, it happens though, dude. Like,
but it's I think it's very, very crazy. Like when you do things like that, and you're not in a, I want to say, the normal, 9-to-5 employee space. You know what I'm saying? You're on somebody's podcast. You're getting paid to voice your opinion on a lot of different topics. Like, this isn't like normal 9-to-5 shit, and you just can't like clock in, clock out type beat. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah.
So when you have a complaint or something like that, and your whole dynamic is to, voice your opinion, you don't voice those opinion on your job. You handle that shit in private.
Exactly.
That's not something that you do just because you think you have, you're entitled to it. No, if it's business, you take care of business outside the business that you're doing.
Yeah.
So if we're on this podcast and I have a problem with how much I'm getting from the podcast, I'm not going to put it on blast on the podcast. That's suicide.
And show it to everybody. Look at you.
Right.
and you getting paid.
And the unmitigated gall to think that you're right and to think that you know better than the creator of the show.
The accounting
it's
team
asinine.
too.
It's asinine.
Yeah.
And then
he said, "Yeah, bro, I trust you. I don't trust the accounting team." Like, bro, what? I run them. What you mean? Like,
right?
I see all the numbers. You don't trust
my
me?
people. I don't trust them.
That's man.
They run it by me.
But yeah, they should have definitely handled that shit in private.
Yeah.
Cause that was ugly.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's good. It's content.
Very.
People want what the
for me, I looked at it as somebody who's trying to build something.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was kind of just like, unfortunately, that's a normal situation.
It is. It is. Me and Nick have gone through it before.
We've seen it plenty of times publicly where people bite the hand that feeds them. People feel like they're entitled to things. People feel like they are owed more than what they're worth, and it all comes down to what you're worth. What do you do? Like for me myself, I'm an amazing creator, but I guess to somebody else, my worth would be in the numbers. To other people, my worth would be in my skills. It depends on what people are looking for from you as a person, and where you become an asset to what they're trying to do. And, in regards to that situation, it's like, damn, like, I'm pretty sure we've all known a Rory before.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody who felt more, who felt they wanted and needed more, who felt, you know, who talked out of the side of their neck and was just like, this don't make sense, when to everybody else it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, the show don't stop. You gotta go.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it hurts because, like, you know, nigga, there's actual friendships and shit that are involved in all this shit. And it's one of those things where it's like, and I said this shit a while ago, and I think I'm gonna say this publicly. Back a couple years ago, back when like the ODS group was around or whatever, a lot of those people did not, you know, care too much about, you know, YouTube and building something. You know, they saw that it was cool that me and Nexus and Shino and Noel did it, but they necessarily didn't give a fuck about it themselves. They would much rather be fans of other people instead of be somebody that people were fans of.
Yeah.
And that's where our friendship for me severed, because for me, somebody who, or as a kid who dreamed of more, who wanted more and tried in this shit, who finally just now started to actually get shit going. It's like, I have to separate. I have to go.
Because to them, ODS was a group, but to you and me, ODS was a brand.
To me, the group could have been something. We had literally, in my mind, the perfect people. We had all of us being friends, graphic designers, people that wanted to make music, people that were creators. I didn't see no reason why we couldn't deadass start pushing merchandise, start actually doing a branding thing. The podcast.
This is the third iteration of this podcast.
This is technically season 3.
Really?
Of the podcast.
I'm about to say, is it?
This is technically season 3 of the podcast.
Oh, that's right, because the first one,
the first one fell off because the people that were involved were not people involved in the first one. Were not people that cared too much about creating content. They were just supporting their friend.
Right.
And at some point, it gets to that, I don't want to do it no more. You know, I don't want to do it today. I don't want to do it yet. Now, there were a couple of my friends that definitely did want to come through. Shout out to Viv. Shout out to Nexus. Shout out to whenever. And I knew it was weird. I knew shit was off when somebody that I wasn't close with wanted to be a part of the podcast. And it was my guy, Ianos. Ianos, whenever I said, does anybody want to do a podcast episode? Ianos like, I'm here. What's up? And I'm not even close with Ianos like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
He wanted to do it. And I'm like, I respect that a lot, because my friends who shown interest into this thing before aren't as passionate in it like I thought they were at first. And so at that point, it was like, damn, they're obviously going through school now, or out of school, I'm not sure. They're obviously going through their own lanes in life or whatever. And at some point for me, it was like, you know, as much as I love you all, I hate to say this, but you are holding me back.
Yeah.
And
that's fair.
Saying that.
No, not at all.
And, you know, for a while I felt kind of guilty of it, because, like, you know, they thought that there was like some ill will towards him. And there kind of was. There was like a little bit of resentment, because it's like, you know, as my friends who know who I am and what I've been through, it's like, why do you not, you know what I'm saying, give a fuck about this as much as I do?
Yeah.
You know? But at the same time, it's like, now the answer to that is like, you're not supposed to look at your friends for support no more. You can't.
I wouldn't say you can't. And I don't want to detract from like the message that you're saying, but it really just comes down to, what's that old saying? Birds of a feather flock together. Yeah. So I look at that in a very negative light, or a very negative way, because it's usually meant to say like, you know, okay, if that person does drugs and you're hanging out with them, then, you know, you look like you do drugs too. But I've always stuck to a pack mentality, and with wolves in particular. But like, going off of that ideology, there's a thing about kind of just, you know, wolves are, you know, like they're lone wolves or whatever. But when you find your pack, like them the ones, like they ride or die, they got your back no matter what. So when you find them and you find the people that you slowly add to your pack, you know, you make a family out of what it is. That's how you know, hey, I want to do this, and like, I want you to do this with me. All right, I got you. Say less, you know? Or like, hey, I want to do this, but I don't really know if that's a good idea. And I need solid advice. Yo, don't do that because X, Y, and Z. Like, they help you keep your path straight and then your life also in check so that you don't fuck up what you're trying to do. That's a pack.
Recently, I had a discussion with a friend that was like, as much as people are funny and cool and all that, you want to find like-minded people because now you're sitting here friendless. Well, we're still friends, but I was like, you're sitting here friendless because those people barely gave a damn about you and everything that you wanted to do. You wanted to formulate this wonderful community, but yet that whole thing fell apart because you were expecting them to follow up to your expectations. No, you're gonna want to find like-minded people that feel and have the same motivation as you because you'll get shit done. You'll have what you want. You'll have that community, that car, that podcast, that show. You'll have that because you always have folks that are there.
That's why I was so confident that we actually could do this again, because it was like, I was talking to Mikey. I was like, let's bring back the podcast. He's like, what podcast? I'm like, the podcast that we did 2-3 years ago. And he was just like, oh, he was like, oh, that. I'm like, yeah, like
because I had forgot about it. I thought it was dead.
I was like, we had deaded it. Let's bring it back and let's bring Ioku, because Ioku was like, we were feeding him a lot of information, and it was kind of just like, let's grab him on here. Like, why not? Why not? Why not? We have a third. We've sat here and we've been through the groups and shit. Why not just do it? I was gonna do it with just me and Mikey. I'm not gonna hold you. I would have been fine with that.
It was gonna be called the You and Mikey Show.
Dang,
that sounds weird.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it was still just gonna be Royal Roundtable.
I like the name. I like the name.
Y'all at the table.
I like the name. I like the name. And then like as time goes on, we just add more people to it. And Shy, people like you.
I'm just great.
Anyway.
I'm cool.
Anyway. You barely talk in here.
But I'm fun.
All right. I can allow it.
Hey.
Yo, wait, how you doing that? Yo.
You squeeze the little ears and they do
Don't
that?
act unimpressed, bro. Don't act unimpressed,
like
Mikey.
that.
Don't do that.
I'm
Don't do that.
fine.
I don't like that was a
I'm
gimmick.
fine.
Mikey,
I don't know. It was a gift from Amazon that someone got me. My friend Static, he got it for me. Yeah.
I want one of those.
Fucking cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I have a Terriermon hat like that from Digimon, but it doesn't do that with the ears. It just has floppy
That
ears,
sucks.
I know.
Nick.
I know.
I want you to bring back that Mystery Dungeon LP and wear one of those.
No.
And wear
No.
Please.
Get the Mystery Dungeon hat or some shit.
I need it. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Get a Pikachu hat.
Yeah.
Hell no, man.
I need that.
Bro. Oh, I gotta find one of them shits. I'd do it. I don't see why I wouldn't.
Yeah, no. Having a solid pack, I agree, is something. I'm somebody who's all over the place with everybody, with a lot of folks.
You everywhere.
I'm everywhere.
I see you with a lot of people.
But I have my pack. I have my pack though. But I'm everywhere. I like people. I can't help myself. So
I can't be bothered. That shit finds drama everywhere.
Oh, you know what you do when drama comes up out of nowhere?
Listen to it.
No, you just be like, damn. So anyways, I'm gonna go stream. I'm gonna go make this video.
Well, shit.
Whatever.
I mean,
I'm gonna go take a nap. Y'all handle it how y'all handle it.
I feel that, bro. I know for me, I don't know how it happens, but I always end up in the drama.
I don't think you end up in it. I think people just kind of throw it at you, and then you're like, "Oh shit, wow, that's crazy."
I could be chilling, bro. I'll let you know, dog. And y'all have seen it, dog. I could that ass be sitting here, fruit. Discord notification. What the fuck going on? What the hell happening? Oh shit, there's like 6 messages. What the hell going on? Paragraph. I'm like, bro.
Hell nah.
Nigga.
It goes into what we were saying. We said this a couple times, but. A lot of people are afraid to speak up, bro. About anything. Yep. That's why, dudes look at me on Twitter or they say some shit on YouTube or whatever, like the Reddit thing, and it's like, yo, he's got a lot of hot takes or he said some wild shit. And it's like, yeah, but you wanted to say it, you just didn't say it.
Look,
if
I have done anything to anybody without any knowledge, get over it. Move on. I'm not sorry. I don't give a fuck.
You don't remember.
I don't care. I don't remember because that's my thing, right?
You don't remember.
If I'm just living my life unapologetically, just being Nick, right? And somebody out of nowhere hits you with the, hey, you did this. hey, you said this. And I'm over here, mind you, my mind's moving at like 20. Nigga, I don't even know what the fuck I did yesterday. What are you talking about?
I don't even know you.
What the fuck are you talking about? And even as friends, it's like, you know, you said this like 2 or 3 months ago. I ain't like it. It's like, my nigga, I forgot all about that shit. I don't.
And you've been holding on to that for so long.
And this is my thing, though. When you come to somebody with that shit, as a person that's expressing themselves, you expect them to care because they're friends. I'm sorry to say this, but that friendship label shit, that should not hold on to somebody's, like, your friendship label on somebody should not hold everybody emotionally accountable for what they've done to you. Because niggas move on. Life goes on. If I said some shit, I said it's a joke, and you laughed at it, in my mind, you laughed at it. We move on weeks later, months later, whatever. You ain't really laugh at it as much as you know what I'm saying? As much as you made it seem like. So now it's a problem to you. And now you bring it to me and it's like, I thought we were laughing. What the fuck? Now it's a whole shit show. Now you got your feelings hurt because now you're dealing with somebody, or you're dealing with a friend that feels like they have to walk on eggshells with you because now you're fucking emotional. Because now niggas know that you like to keep shit in. What else are you keeping in?
There's nothing wrong with if somebody brings it to you and is like, hey, you know, you said this, you heard me. There's nothing wrong with being like, look, I'm not gonna lie to you. That was forever ago, and I really, even if it was forever ago or recently or whatever, I really don't remember it. But you know, I hurt your feelings. I apologize.
I wish I could say I'm sorry. I wish I could say I'm sorry.
I mean, anyways, that's just how I am as a person. Like, you can ask anybody I've approached. Even Afro does it to me. He'll be like, you did the thing, and then I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I be confused. I be telling him to explain, but he's just like, I don't want to explain, but like, you did the thing. And I'm just like, yeah, I apologize. Didn't mean to hurt your feelings. And there's just nothing wrong with that at all. Let folks, you know, express that, you know, you did something, but people like Nick don't apologize. So
I don't give a fuck.
Did you ever apologize to that one PokeTuber that was coming after you?
I told nigga I do not give a fuck. I said you can go. What I told him, I said look. I told him, I said look, I said what I said because you said what you said. I don't want to talk about it on Discord call. Don't talk to me no more.
Jeez.
Move on. That was it. That's my thing. Like, I'm all about moving on and moving forward and shit. That's just
right.
That's just who I am as a person. Like, I'm not finna sit here and harbor over anything anybody says because you have to realize at an early age, you have to know who's your friend and who's not, and what a friend is to you and what it's not. Not everybody's your friend. Not everybody's words should have so much of a impact on your life and the weight on you that it emotionally gets you out of character. You have to know who's your friend and who's not. I don't have a lot of friends, but that's because I'm not as gullible and I'm not as open to the idea of certain people because I know a lot of people, they show you who they are.
Yeah.
People, what the fuck was that?
What are you doing?
That was my going so hard. My bad. I hit the wrong button. My bad.
People show people show you who they are the entire time. And it's one of those things where if they say some shit that you don't like, you have to read your people. If this guy is telling me some shit about another person that we're cool with, I'm not telling that person shit. If this person is always in drama and they're always in the know about shit, I'm keeping them at like a distance or some shit because you're always finding yourself in drama. You got to know when to navigate through certain people and who is a friend of yours. So otherwise, you end up in drama with everybody. What'd you say?
What's it called when you have all the information, but you're not in the drama, but you just
that's me.
Have it all. No,
I know everything. No,
that's me.
That's me.
Yeah.
That's
but that's
me.
good though. That's good.
You don't go outside. You don't go outside.
That's good though. What you mean? I know everything in my joint. I don't give a damn about the Twitch
streamers.
Yours. Yes.
Yeah, I know it all.
I don't give a damn about the Twitch streamers. Half these dudes that we talking about, these dudes got issues. They got problems.
They got
actual
They do.
ailments. You know what I'm saying?
But look, I know it. I'd be like, damn.
But I don't even need to know them to know that though. You be in the no. I be just looking at them like they look broken. They look like they got shit
Okay,
going on.
they
Then you go to their
okay.
private Twitter. They got like a Tumblr or some shit, a Finsta, and it's like, yeah, I was right. It's just all about.
But you research that. But you research.
Yeah,
that.
you have to. You have to.
No, you don't have to.
You have to, because if you're not researching who it is that you're interested in, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, and you're just going off what you hear, you're a fool.
Oh yeah, big fool.
Yeah.
You have to know. Because my thing is this, like somebody who has problems with a friend of mine, I'm like, okay, this person has shown me nothing but love. Let me read the situation, read what's between them, research this person that my friend has beef with, and be like, huh, okay. I see why they got problems. After knowing my friend, I see why they got problems. I'm gonna just step away. You have to know you have to know who it is. You have to know your opposition. You have to. If you're gonna sit there and compare yourself to people and compete with people, you have to know your competition.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean everything about them, not just what they upload, not just how they act, who they are. You have to learn them. That's what that is.
Mm-hmm.
I'd just be vibing.
Facts, Mikey. Really. True.
Same.
Just be vibing.
Nowadays, I don't know. I be on my other shit. I go outside. I go to the gym.
Yeah, whatever.
I do.
I touch
I go
grass.
outside.
I go
You
to
go
the
outside,
gym.
but you don't go far.
But I don't need to.
You should.
I don't need to. Where am I gonna go?
You should.
Where am I gonna
Somewhere.
go? Where am I gonna go?
Somewhere.
Where am I gonna go?
Somewhere. Go talk to Yoku or something.
Hell no. Look where that got me. He's here.
Okay. Okay. Don't do that. That's what you need to do.
Look where that got me. He's here.
Hey
I
man.
can't even drink this.
I'm too busy. I'm too busy worrying about other shit to be invested in drama. Only way you stopping me is if you backdoor me, and it's not happening.
All right, but what if it did? Would that really stop you?
Probably not, but I would really, I think I probably not, but it's the way I'd turn into like the most evil person. I'm retired, by the way. Mikey knows how I get when stuff happens, and I just start. It's different. It's a different person. I don't like it personally. I feel like I've grown beyond it personally, but I'm not against going back.
Okay.
That's all that is. Little old
Another
me,
reckless saga. I feel you.
Something crazy. But I mean,
Never
like I said, you just gotta know. You just gotta know who and what you're dealing with. Like for me, people walk around me a lot. And I don't know if that's like an intimidation thing.
You mean
if they're scared or whatever. I mean, but my thing is like all I'm gonna tell you. One out of the two things I'm gonna either tell you is either I don't care or I'm gonna actually have a conversation with you. And that just depends on who you are to me, right? Very selfish. It is sure, but like I don't care.
Yeah, y'all should start telling Nick y'all don't care.
That'd be fine.
Yeah. Hey, I want to talk about we don't care.
Excuse me?
I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's the way I mean, yeah, I really don't. And then go back to whatever I was dealing with.
Man, that was like, damn, bro. Okay, I'll just fall back. I'll just move back and just sit there.
Yeah. How that feel on that end?
But no, I move on. If I can't make it with you, I'll make it without.
Okay. Same for them.
That's fine.
Okay.
All right, stop being so fucking awkward. God damn it. Anyway,
I'm so lost.
Let's move on to the final topic of this podcast. And we are going to be talking about content creation then and now.
Ooh.
The real reason why Blaze is here.
Yeah, it's the real reason why Blaze is here.
Right.
You should have just said the topic was Blaze then.
It's the same thing. God damn.
So ugly. Ugly spirit, dude.
There you go.
All right, so I'm one to believe that content creation would be much better. We'd be in a much better space if ad block wasn't a thing.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait.
Oh, that's true.
I kind of wanted to know why was it a topic that you wanted to talk about, Blaze? Before anything, I want you to lead this conversation. Like, what was the thought that sparked that tweet that made me invite you here?
Well, the thought was basically what I've been going through, you know, and like watching your video the other day. Which one was it? The transparency one?
Mm-hmm.
I do believe. I was just sitting there and I was thinking about it and I was like, man, the stuff that I've gone through this past couple of weeks, like seeing what happened on Twitch, right? Seeing like Zombie go off and then, you know, everybody kind of like gravitating towards her really quick. You know, I did. You know, she was a character, you know what I mean? She was like somebody that we all looked up to and we thought that was just like somebody that you could trust. You know, she was fighting for our rights, you know, people.
Just for real quick clarity, because I know a lot of people won't know who that is or what's going on. Like, like a short description of what happened.
So I am part of, well, I used to be ex-member of RKG, which is Radical Client Gamers. It was started by this content creator named Zombie. She got pretty popular recently because she received a free Xbox from Microsoft, and a lot of trolls got mad about that because she's a female gamer. And on top of that, she's a black female gamer. And a lot of people thought that, you know, her getting that was just because she begged for it. And that turned out not to be the case. Microsoft, and she has a pretty big platform, right? And Microsoft was just like, hey, you know, we're going to give it to you for the fuck of it because, you know, we want to be diverse. So that was a big problem. And that's honestly how I found her, because a lot of trolls and stuff were talking about her and a lot of white supremacists. So I was like, all right, let me get up on this. And I followed her and I found out that she was making a stream team, which is RKG. And I was like, I'm about to join this, you know? So I applied to it and I was starting to get back heavy into Twitch because, you know, just to kind of broaden my horizons. You know, you don't want all of your revenue on one platform. Right now, it's all on YouTube. And I was like, nah, I need to go over to Twitch. Twitch, you got subs, you got bits, all of that stuff. So I ended up joining her team just to kind of network with them because I wanted to find out like the business side of Twitch because I'm super ignorant about Twitch and just how the culture is over there, you know?
Yeah.
And everything that she stood for, you know, female black streamers just in general, you know, disabled gamers, all of that shit ended up being a lie at the end of the day.
Yep.
I felt used. I felt used because I was part of that. You know what I mean?
Happened?
I was in that group. What happened?
She said a lot of things behind the scenes that she was quote unquote advocating for, and her team is built off of kindness. And you know, how can you promote that and have a team of kindness, but also talk mess about black people, women of color?
They were black too, but she's black too,
yes,
right?
she's black. Yes,
she's black.
She's light skinned. She's a light skinned woman. And
somebody link me a channel.
Let me see if I got it. I caught one of the situation because of Control Out Quinn. So
yeah, I love her. Quinn is awesome.
Quinn's amazing.
I'm amazing.
Basically, Zombie was talking shit about other streamers that in front of their face she was cool with, other black streamers, right? But she was going over there with her white streamer friends and just being kind of cool with them. And her white streamer friends, I don't want to be throwing out names because some of these streamers are pretty big.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
You can if
one
you want
actually.
to.
I can if I want to.
You can if you want to, but you don't.
I can if I want to.
Bro,
I'm choosing violence.
Oh,
all right,
fuck
so
yeah. All right.
Do y'all know Alana, right?
Yeah.
Alana.
Maybe.
I think her name's Alana Pierce. I think she's the one that got hired recently.
I know that name. I know that name. Yeah.
From Santa Monica.
Yeah. Racist.
She was actually making some jokes about, what was it? Just about like, you know, hate crimes and stuff. And I remember Quinn said something about it. Quinn came up and was like, hey, your friend Alana, because Alana and Zombie were really good friends. Quinn came up to her and was like, hey, Alana's over here making jokes about hate crimes and stuff. That's not cool. You might want to talk to her. You know, that's your friend. And Zombie was just like, oh, no, don't worry about it. You know, she's just playing around. Just, you know how people are, blah, blah, blah. And Quinn's just like, wait, hold up. But you're out here, you know, mad as hell at all these other people, right?
You need to be saying
who are doing the same things. Yeah. But Alana was getting a free pass because she was famous, right? And she was helping out Zombie. So at the end of the day, down the pipeline, we found out that Zombie was basically talking shit about other black streamers with the white streamers. You know what I mean? And
obviously,
she was she was protecting
showing
them
feet
as much
in
as she
racial
could.
chats. Yeah,
she was showing feet in racial chat rooms.
Shut up.
She might have been. You never know.
my thing, what it is, it's confusing. It's very strange to me. She aired everybody's DMs out. She was like, y'all gonna air out DMs? I'm gonna air out mine too.
Right.
I was just like, yikes.
I don't think that's strange. And it's not that I'm like saying by all means do it, but it's she felt that she was backed into a corner, yada yada, and it's kind of like that's her way of fighting back because she can't do anything else. What else did she do? Leave? So she's gonna she could, but y'all aren't gonna accept it. Like the damage is done. So like at that point, it's,
I was gonna say we gotta be real, dog. Not every apology is accepted. So like,
I'm already
just say you don't fuck with niggas, dog. Just say you don't fuck with them, bro.
That's
right,
all
exactly. That's my point. If you don't fuck with people, just let them know.
Yep.
Don't
be cool with them.
Community off kindness. That shit is weak as hell.
Yeah.
Right.
Because not everybody's kind. Like
kindness and
mean as hell.
Not everybody's kind. It's just building a fallacy off of
it's a fallacy.
That's toxic positivity.
Glass castle or window, whatever it is. Glass
that
house.
Is toxic positivity.
Yeah, because
that is something you do not want around you at all.
Because it backfired. Because you can't, you literally cannot, bolster positivity and then at the same time talk about people behind the back. Because if it ever does get out, then you're fucked.
Not even that. You can't say shit. If you build a community off of just pure positivity, the moment you fuck up and like have a bad day, or maybe you're playing, Apex on stream or whatever, and you say the wrong thing, like, damn, man, fucking dumbass Rampart. Now people are gonna attack you for,
not a Rampart.
Why'd you pick Rampart?
You should have told that Rampart she was a great player for 1v3 in your entire team, and she annihilated you. You should have congratulated her. Nah, fuck her. Fuck that Rampart. And you gonna get flamed. You out of there. That's why you can't have stuff like that.
Yeah, no. But continue, please.
Anyway,
I would rather be real than positive. It just.
I didn't know all that was going on with like the whole situation.
Yeah. And like I said, I silently exited out of there. I just kind of like left the stream team on Twitch, and I was like, I am done with Twitch. I'm not hanging out with any more content creators.
They're all fucking weirdos.
They're weird. They are weird.
Look, I promise you, dog. It is a small percentage of Twitch like streamers that aren't fucking weirdos. Anyway.
I'm just not that. I'm just not weird. Normal.
Yeah. Because I have a friend that he mods for a lot of some of the top ones, and he was just airing out a bunch of dirty laundry, and I was just like, all right, bro, like I can't be on here anymore. I just can't be on Twitch. There ain't no reason anyway. You can't grow on Twitch. You can't grow on Twitch without
your growth has to be third party.
It has to be.
You grow off of Twitch to grow on Twitch.
And it's like even still those folks that, grow off Twitch just come on Twitch just to, lounge with their folks and just be like, yeah, what y'all doing for 30 minutes? And then like, I'm going to go eat lunch. Bye, y'all. It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Heavenly does it.
He does.
Dante. Well, I was going to say Dante does it, but Dante does like long streams. But, people do it. Those people do it. They'll just come in and just say hi, bye, because they don't want to go on like, Instagram Live. They don't want to make a space. They're like, let me go somewhere nice where everybody can just sit and chat.
Yeah.
So get some emotes or whatever.
I don't know. Space is kind of hard.
Yeah, I like space. I want to try the Discord space. I really want to. Also, real quick, I don't want to detract too much, but for those that are doing the Patreon thing for us and whatnot, come into the Discord, talk, communicate, get interactive, all that kind of stuff. At some point in the near future, probably before we leave, or we might do it while we're out. When Nick and I are like out for the vacation thing, we're gonna try and have a space in the Discord for the Lost Royalty.
I keep forgetting to promote the Discord early in the fucking thing.
Nah, you're good, bro. You're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Look at you. Look at you.
You know what? Okay, I know this is live business talk, but I think we should probably do promos when we chop up the segments. Promos before the segment starts, saying, hey, this is this, and then the segment starts.
So
yeah,
like,
that's my. I think we should do that.
Okay, I got you. I'm gonna let Shy do that because she has a good voice,
and she's
other people
fun.
She's the fun one.
You an asshole.
I am.
Yo, don't do this.
But Blaze,
Okay.
continue.
Yes.
Anyways, yeah, basically that situation kind of just made me think about what Sacred was saying the other day on that video. Is just how everybody just gravitates. You don't even know half these people, right? You don't know who you are rooting for on the internet, and it's sad. And it's kind of the reason why me as a content creator, I have kind of just separated myself from everybody else. I work with people, like, yeah, I'm here with y'all, like, I'm honored to be here, by the way, but like for the most part, I don't really collab with people at all. I try to stay in my box, stay in my lane. I don't know, content creation is just hard now. When I first started back in 2013, content creation, I feel like everybody, we worked together. You know what I mean? You would go to someone's channel and they would have like subscriber spotlights and stuff like that. And if you were really active on somebody's channel, they shout you out. You know what I mean? We all worked together. We'd go on each other's channels and we'd like each other's videos and stay active and such like that. Like it was all about building a community. You know what I mean? Nobody stepped on each other's heads like that. That was really big in the Call of Duty community. Like we love doing that kind of stuff. And the thing about that is,
May. I love her. I love Mrs. May. I just gotta put that out there. She, as a matter of fact, she was my very first community shout out when I did Call of Duty commentary.
Really?
Yes,
okay.
She was. I don't have that channel anymore, but she was. Shout out Miss May. She's awesome.
Wait, when did you do that, Mikey?
Bro, it's like 2012, 2013.
I might have subbed to your channel back then.
You might have. I was Empty Clips.
Dang, that sounds familiar.
Empty Clips.
Dang.
Shut up, Shy.
Yo, I'm gonna name myself that now that I play Apex.
Oh my god, get out of here. Yo, whenever I get behind a game with a gun, I turn into Empty Clips. So that's still my moniker.
Too bad you're banned on the Apex.
No, he's gonna get.
I think I'm not. I think I'm not banned. As a matter of fact, we should play.
Set that shit up tonight. I'm trying to
Blade,
play.
Okay.
I had a question. Does it feel kind of like? Do you ever think, damn, I wish people weren't weird. I could collab with them. Do you have those thoughts at all? Because I have a friend
I think everybody does.
I think
no. There's some people that are just like content. They're just like, eh.
Well, they're content with it because at least people's true colors are being shown.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I'd much rather you come out to be a fucking weirdo than me be your friend for fucking Lord knows how long, and then some shit happens, and now I gotta suffer because I build a whole thing with you. Look what happened to Nappy.
Yep.
Yikes.
I think collabing today means something different than it did.
It does.
In the years past.
Collabing is the word for networking. We don't.
I
think that as well. Like what
we don't collab anymore.
What me and Nick do, I feel like that's collabing.
That's the collab. Yes.
I feel like.
Yes, sir.
What like I edit for him. He has Trent do thumbnails. I think that is more of a collaborative effort than actually putting me on a video, putting Trent on a video, and just because right now sub for sub that shit doesn't work anymore. Shout outs that shit doesn't work anymore. So
I think shout outs could work. It's always malicious. To today's age, it's a very malicious tactic,
and that's why it doesn't work.
Yeah,
that's why it doesn't work. Because say for instance, I could be featured on Nick's channel, but that doesn't mean that I'm getting Nick's, I'm not sharing his community.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like more of a collaborative effort is, hey, you do this, I do this for you, or you put your spin on something that I'm putting out. And then like whether it is by word of mouth or if Nick wants to like just say, hey, yo, Mikey edited this video. And he does do that. He does like whenever he's streaming and he's like, yo, he gives me like little patch notes to, chop up this and that and this and that and this and that. And that puts my name out there, so to speak. But it's not like, in the sense of I'm gaining a following off of it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I do think collaboration is more of a it's more of a whole effort to come together to get this one task done, but obviously and not to bolster this guy's channel on my channel.
I get what you're saying for sure. I think, and I like that Blaze mentioned the 2013 thing with the spotlights for the channel and whatnot, because that's actually how I think it's on this channel, my main Yoku channel, but I privated all the Pokemon stuff back when Nick might remember it. Mikey should. Hey, you guys remember like Pokemon Pit, Castador Perfect, Xenon, like all of them?
You know, I remember all that shit like it was yesterday.
All right, so
I don't know. I don't know why you single me out to remember that shit. I have no recollection of anything Pokemon.
Bro, what you
from the Call of Duty
mean?
community.
Bro, the
How to
only
be a
thing that I
Poketuber?
remember is
That's
Friday
me,
night.
Mikey is from
what
the
was
Call
it?
of Duty community.
Yo, what was my series?
Friday Night Showdown.
No, it wasn't Friday Night Showdown. It was
Friday Night
Final Boss
Battles,
Fridays.
Final
Boss Fridays. That was my baby.
Okay.
I want to bring that back so bad, but I just cannot do Pokemon anymore. I'm sorry.
Oh God.
Well, I been battling. You know, I tried to imitate a lot of Shofu and Castador at the time, but I ended up getting shouted out and like having a lot of battles featured on Mosh Pit and Castador Perfect's channel and stuff like that. At the time, that was the way to grow because it just, you know, it put a highlight on these battlers. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't have those anymore. So it really sucks to be kind of like in an era where YouTube isn't about you so much as it is like what you do for the viewer in a sense,
right?
You know, and it really bleeds into the fact that people aren't trying to help other people genuinely anymore. There's always like, what do I get out of it, you know? And that's what creates this malicious thing about it.
But is it malicious though?
It's malicious.
I don't think it's malicious.
But no. I say it's malicious because if okay, like right, Nick, if I come up to you and I'm like, yo, let's collab, we can do this and that, and like we could play the new Resident Evil, whatever the fuck that mode is called, Versus or whatever the fuck it's called, I don't know, you know, something, right? And I'm like, we can have fun, do this and that, blah blah blah. Meanwhile, what my real goal is like, all right, bet. So you're gonna drop 5 videos on your channel. I'm gonna put up 1, and like all that traffic is gonna come to me, and they're gonna see me, you know. And it's like I never tell you that because like I'm just saying collab, and a lot of people use that word collab. They throw it around, but in reality, you're trying to network. So like I should have approached you as a business.
I tell folks, let's link, let's do some shit together.
Yeah. Like I should approach you as a fucking business partner or something. Like, yo, look, I'm trying to grow this channel, yada yada. Here's what I can offer, whether that be money, my time, you know, my resources, whatever the case may be, and then you give me X thing in return from, you know, your resources. That's how it should work, but people don't, because they're afraid. It goes back to, you know, people don't want to say what they want to mean.
The problem with what you just said is, as a viewer, I'm gonna watch Nick over you simply because he uploaded more. You only uploaded the one thing. So if I'm trying to get followers from Nick, and Nick knows that's my MO, why wouldn't I upload more than what he does to bolster that content to cater to those new viewers?
Back when
that doesn't make any sense.
When we used to
because
do
it's a work ethic versus how much work you actually have to do. So the way that people look at those collabs is that like I do less work to gain more, because the way they're,
but that's just not how that works.
You're right. I'm not arguing with you on like that's not how it works. I'm telling you what they do.
That's the
now.
thought process.
Well, I mean, there's just no malicious intent behind it. It's just fucking stupid.
We could use both terms.
I think back in the day, like whenever you did a collab with a bigger person, you were always supposed to have something crazy going on. Like I remember back when me and Nappy used to like do collaborations or whatever, I would start like 2 new series that same week with Nexus and or by myself, just to show that there's actual content besides whatever there was like whenever he was involved in. So it was like one of those things where it's like if you are collabing with somebody, you have to be prepared to outshine who you're getting collabed by. That's my thing, because you getting collabs is fine and all. And people hate doing this. People hate hearing this shit, but it's the truth. The thing about it is, it sounds like niggas are not friends. We could be friends, but when these camera lights go on and it's time to entertain people we don't know, I'm sorry to say this, I am in this shit. I want people to give a fuck about me, not you.
Right.
So, with that being said, if you're collaborating with somebody who already has the people that are donating money, already has the people that will go watch them all the time and shit, that will sit there and be like, damn, bro, this nigga Nick is giving this person a raid or a follow or a shout out, they must be good. Then they go to you and you are boring. and you are not trying to like, you want to be able to make people want to see more of you with that person. And then at some point, with the lack of that demand of you being with that person, they stick with you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, I found you from I can't tell you how many people I know that were like, I found you from Nappy and I like you more than Nappy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, why? It's like, y'all collabed. I liked how you vibed and shit. And y'all just, you just did it. Whereas everybody else who was collaborating with him barely even got that.
Right.
And I was barely around for those collaborations they used to do back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it was like, I only ever did 2 or 3 series with Nappy. Everybody else had like 5 or 6, 10 damn near, 20 damn near. I wasn't as involved in the group like that. So it's like, okay, why the fuck should I go to so-and-so or to you when I could watch so-and-so because you're going to be there anyway? That's why collabs are you have to make sure that when you're collaborating with somebody, it's like a special occasion kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like an event.
And I feel like it depends because in certain groups that works for them and they're able to toss around all their viewers.
Well, that comes down to not really the group, the person themselves, because at that point you've built that community and they trust you. So, like notable names, Afro, Berleezy, Corey, like people that you upload a video of you walking your dog and it's 10 minutes long, they're gonna give you like a lot of retention time, like they're gonna watch whatever the fuck it is. And so they have that push and pull to be able to be like, all right, you know what? I just collab with so-and-so. I think he's really cool. I had a great time making this video. Guys, go check him out. He does X, Y, and Z. They can push however many people to go support that person. And then, it is what it is from that point on. Whereas somebody else, I'm just building up numbers and dropping videos and I might get my own shit, but I don't really have a community for it. Hey guys, I just did this collab with no name XXX. Go support him. No, we don't know who the fuck that is, and they're not gonna do it.
Let me ask.
Who the hell is that? I'm not gonna support them.
Let me ask Nick a question though. In the Pokemon community, you guys are pretty much like back in the day, especially all you guys really did was collabs, right? For the most part,
yeah, that's all.
For the most part, I would see everybody kind of collabing with each other.
Mm-hmm.
How does that affect you? Like, how did that affect you now?
I didn't like them. I didn't like them to begin with.
Yeah, Nick fought collaborations tooth and nail.
I remember it was like the fact that me and Nexus even became a duo was completely accidental.
Right.
I promise you, I did like 2 things with him, and that was it. And then people liked it so much that I kind of just stuck to it. It was like, okay, me and Nexus are guaranteed banger every time. People watch. I don't give a fuck about anything at all. I'm putting hella ads on these videos. It's getting money.
Right.
Viewership's doing great. We're getting a lot of views, so we're funneling shit to both of our channels. We're fine. But in regards to collaborating with everybody else, I kind of didn't like it because I always looked at like Nappy and Shady as like for me just friends.
Right.
And I always look at people, and this is just me as somebody who is an individual and who's like really good with himself. I looked at everybody else like as individuals, but everybody else saw us as a group.
Mm-hmm.
And that was 100% the reason why I wasn't really as involved in those collaborations, was because I hated being a group. Because let's say, for instance, because we're not all the same people, we just play the same game, and that's it. That was the only thing that kept us like there together. But in these Skype calls and these Discord calls, the personalities were definitely jarring as hell as to how different we were as people, but the games brought us together. And so for me, it was like seeing and knowing that this is what these are the people that we really are, and to be grouped up with each other when we're just not the same people at all. We just cover the same game. Mm-hmm. It made me mad. I was just like, I don't want to do collabs. I never did collabs. It took me 4 or 5 years of knowing Shady and Nappy to even do a collab with them. And this is beyond. This is past their sub growth and shit when they're not even in their primes and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't give a fuck about that shit. I didn't care. I was like, I said it before, I say it again. I don't give a fuck about bigger channels collaborating with me at all. I don't care. If I can't make it with you, I'll make it without. And I'm going to do what I can do on my own.
I agree with that.
And so, because that's my thing, like Mikey said, when you have these bigger creators giving you this traffic, and like I said, you have to be ready to outshine the person.
Yeah.
And if somebody who has spent years with somebody, for you to sit there and think that they're gonna stop watching this person that they've put money into, years into, that person's basically cultivated their entire childhood or their adulthood or their college times and shit, for you, and you're barely talking in your streams, you're barely talking in your videos, you're low tone to their high, you're a fool. And so for me knowing that I'm a very low person, I don't get loud unless I'm really, really excited for some shit. Whereas Nappy and Shady, they got loud. That was their thing. They got loud off just regular shit. I can't force that. And so it's being true to who I am, being like, I don't like this shit. And I don't want to collab if the only thing I gain is dead subscribers, which I still gained, by the way.
Right.
So it was like, I don't want inflated numbers, because if that was the case, I would have did it already. I would have been like, hey, subscribe. I'd be on everybody's collaborations. I'd be on everybody's channels. I'd be on everybody's thing. You can collab with people. The problem is you have to understand, you have to know chemistry. As much as I was friends with those people, chemistry-wise, I didn't link with them. Nexus, yes, because me and Nexus are low-toned individuals. We can get these jokes off and be dumb as hell together. But me and Nappy are two different people. Me and Shady are two different people. Everybody that got loud, me and them are two different people. It just wasn't, it's not there. You have to know where you fit in and know the people that you're collabing with. You can't just collab with anybody because they're a number. You have to collab with somebody because, damn, I really fuck with that vibe and that person's personality. I think we fucking go ham on a fucking on a video or a stream or a you have to know. Yeah. Otherwise, you'll get those things where you just did a collaboration things off the sake of being friends. And here you go with a dead following, inflated numbers, people that don't even watch you or some shit. You know, it's people that don't care about you. But you think, oh yeah, I have this sub count now, I have this follower count now. These are actually people that give a fuck about me. These are people that I grew. No. Right. No. You may have 2,000-3,000 people in your fucking following shit, but you still only getting like 20 people to your stream.
Yeah.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? Not everybody gives a fuck about you like you think they do. And that's the thing about it. You have to build a community around you, right? Yeah. And so you have to be so grounded in yourself that when other new people come in, they already have a vibe to go off of. And if they don't like it, they're going to leave anyway. Yeah. Yep. If they show interest, they'll stick around. You know, I'm pretty sure we've all been rated before. We see that number just sit there for a little bit.
I hate it.
It'll sit there for a little bit. And
I hate that shit.
As the stream goes on, you know, and you start showing more of who you are to those new people.
Which number?
The view count.
Oh, I can't see that.
You turned it off?
I've had that off every. I remember I watched my first.
Oh my god, you're supposed to.
Who was it? Tim the Tap Man. I watched his video because I remember I was like, oh my god, I want to be a streamer. And the first thing he said was like, turn that shit off.
Yes.
Yep. And it's been off.
Turn that shit off. I turned it on. Recently because I just turned it on recently. I actually want to see. I just want to see where.
I didn't know you could turn it off.
You just click it. It turns off. So
look at you being haunted.
So look. So whenever you get rated, I'm sure. Well, since y'all hype the shit anyway, when you get rated, you see the number of the people that get rated added onto your other shit. And like I said, as you introduce yourself and as you go about yourself, the moment you get back into whatever it is you were doing before you got rated, you see the number. You see the number. It slowly goes down.
That's just
Slowly
corny.
You
goes
say it
down. It's
slowly
not-
like it's not a fucking life bar from Yu-Gi-Oh, dog.
You know what's crazy?
No.
That shit go quick. It
Well,
be like,
no,
you be like,
but
yo.
no, that's why. But no, you have to be like, you know, like but that's fine though. That's okay.
Yeah, that is fine.
Because the people that came over from that person's stream don't like you. You have to be okay with not being liked.
Yeah.
And you have to be okay with understanding that you're not everybody's cup of tea. Not everybody's on the same type of vibe that you are. You can come in that bitch happy as fuck. There's a nigga miserable right now in your fucking chat trying to kill himself. But he's living vicariously through you and shit. And then he sticked around because you were so joyous of you had so much emotion, you had so much raw like passion for this shit. Months later, you get that DM, that random ass DM, that random ass comment. Hey, guess what? Your streams, your videos, they've helped me out a lot. I see you're going through something. Here you go. Random ass $50 donation. Random $100 donation. You have to be who you are because you never know, like we said earlier in this podcast, who the fuck is watching.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't sit here and tell you. I sat here one time. Y'all saw this shit live. We were chilling watching scary fucking videos. Random ass $300 donation just came out of nowhere. Who the fuck was this?
Right.
This is somebody who is a lurker. And if he isn't, he's probably said one or two things and never said it, but he watches, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And out of nowhere, bam, here's $300. What the fuck, nigga?
Yeah.
Who are you?
You never know who's watching.
I've been watching you for
truly, 'cause-
years. I fuck with
Yeah.
your content. I've never been able to fully support you or whatever. I've been saving my money or whatever to do this for you because I wanted to do this for you. Here you go. And it's like, damn.
Yeah.
You know? So that's my thing. You have to be yourself, and you have to be okay with realizing that your friends, just because you are friends, does not mean your audience knows you're friends. The audience also doesn't give a fuck about your friendship. They don't give a fuck if you know their favorite streamer. They don't give a fuck about that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Are you entertaining enough like they are? And 6 times out of 10, you're not.
One of the things I learned, and I only learned this when I was able to be full time, and you kept mentioning how people were doing collabs with being friends. I've had, you know, me and how I know people, you know, so you know I have my fair share of large people that come by. So my thing that I haven't learned yet, but I am learning, is to not utilize, but more so learning how to outshine whoever they're coming from. That way that people are like, oh, I actually like your content. But at the same time, I'm also not gonna pretend that I'm upbeat and loud and obnoxious, because that's just not me. I'm I'm not soft spoken, but at the same time, I don't like to just be like screaming out of nowhere. I should start doing that, though.
You really just, for streaming, you creating a slightly more exaggerated version of yourself.
Shit, I wish I could. I wish I could.
What are you talking about?
I start the stream up.
Transparency.
I'll start the stream up. I'll start off dry. I'll be like, oh shit. I start saying some stupid shit.
I think that's everybody though, right?
And as the
like,
chat,
I think everybody starts out pretty dry.
I'm sorry.
Nah, bro. I be dead as hell when I start streaming.
I be
people start talking
when
to me.
No. Even when like even when there's people not talking, like I'll click go live. I'll sit there listening to music. I'll get into like streamer mode. I'll get into like, all right, I gotta talk. I have to talk. I don't know what the fuck I'm about to talk about. I'm gonna talk. I go live. Say what's good, job. I don't even look at the viewer count. Niggas couldn't even talk in the shit, right? You have to start the conversation. It's like, okay, what's good, y'all? How y'all doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, yada yada. What's popping? Go to the viewer list or whatever. Pick from the nicknames or whatever you see. What's good? So and so and so and so. Without even them talking in the chat, you have to initiate that interaction. How are you doing? How y'all doing? Yada yada.
And
it's okay, like cool. Huh?
Some folks don't like that.
Fuck
I wish
that.
I could do that.
Fuck that. I don't give a fuck.
They don't like that. You gotta be careful.
You shouldn't have been lurking.
You shouldn't have been lurking, bitch. That whole, I don't want you to call out my name If I'm in your
Fuck
chat,
about
I'm
you.
like, bro, I don't know if you want me to
Ain't
call
no-
your name or not until I call your name. What the fuck?
Ain't nobody tell you to fucking lurk around Trident Slayer 44. Fuck out of here, nigga.
What you doing,
talking
Triton
about?
Slayer 44? You eating breakfast?
I was gonna say, what's good with
just
you?
call out my
have to-
name in front of
and it's
everyone.
just like you just gotta
I'm
talk.
leaving.
You
Okay,
just gotta
bye.
talk.
I remember in the Fusions days, niggas loved that shit.
Yeah,
They love
when you
that shit.
when
Like
you
being
people like
recognized.
being acknowledged.
Like,
No, you
it's
wanna
a
know
very
why?
small
You wanna know
people,
why?
a small minority that
You
don't
wanna
like
know
being
why?
recognized.
You wanna know why?
It's
I don't know
always
why.
the ones that do the exclamation point lurk that don't want to be,
It's
lurk.
It's because
Yo,
it's
you lurk?
because
Yo, I'm
it's-
calling you out.
I've never
I'm
lurked a
lurking.
day in my life. I'm not gonna hold you.
I don't mind being called out if I'm lurking.
I,
though. Like if I sub or follow and I'm just chilling, yeah, say my name. It doesn't matter to me. Like what's gonna happen? The
Say
rest
my
of your
name.
chat is gonna attack me for lurking.
I
Come on
Yes.
now.
Yes.
Yes.
I want you to know every time Mikey sees it, every time I go live, I say everybody Twitch chat, say hi to YouTube. Literally my entire Twitch chat is y'all better leave a fucking like on this video.
Yes,
As it scrolls down.
Yes, sir.
And it's just like, there you go. We're done. We're good. That you got it out the way. Cause my thing is you have to people like being acknowledged. Unfortunately, for me, I realized I got a comment a while ago. They were like, I never really comment that much because I always felt like, bigger YouTubers don't really like read comments. They don't react to them. They don't do anything at all. And, you saying that you do read comments and you saying that you want more comments. Okay, cool. I'm going to make an effort for it. And they do. And it's like, the shit you got to talking, transparency is key, and you have to be honest. Like, yeah, dog, y'all niggas are paying my bills. So, thank you. And let's get back into it. Let's continue doing so. And that's it. Just keep it pushing. It's just so different now. It's so different now, dude. We live in different times now for content creation. And honestly, I'm not gonna hold you. It's kind of sad, but I like it. It's challenging. It's rewarding when you do get it right.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Shoot,
It does.
I've been
Does feel that way.
posting this. Like it feels like what are those things called? Like the Rubik's Cube.
That's the fun of it. That's
like Rubik's Cube.
It's supposed to be
Why
fun.
is it fun?
It's
Why is it
supposed to be fun. You have to, because you never know what's gonna stick.
Yo, imagine
You
like
coulda-
getting
you
it
coulda
together.
said-
You figure out your content creator bag, right? And it's just that one that it's that green square and the white.
The thing about it though, Shy, that there will always be that one.
Bro.
That's the beauty of it all. That's the beauty of it all. There will always be that one color that's off. And and it will fuck your shit up, but that's something to work towards. Nobody, even the niggas that have it don't have it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's the cheaters that be taking the stickers off and then putting it on the other squares. It be them. That's why they don't got it.
But then they
Are
get
you
exposed
okay?
later.
Are you okay?
You right.
No. Yeah, but see, that shit comes to light. We know who's cheating the game.
Yeah.
And if we don't know now, we know eventually.
Yep.
Damn.
Like a zombie.
Any of the view botters. Yep.
Niggas, you can sit there and put on the front all you want. At the end of the day, the shit comes to light. Transparency is key. You ain't got to tell niggas the exact numbers. Let niggas know, hey, guess what? Anybody watching this podcast, listening to this podcast, I'm not asking, I'm telling you. Rate the fucking podcast. Rate that shit. If you're watching on Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, get that bitch a 5-star. If you're on YouTube, leave a like. I'm not asking, I'm telling you. Why? I'm not trying to sit here and eat fucking ramen noodles.
You should tell them to join the Discord too.
Join the Discord too so we can talk to you, my nigga.
Right.
Patreon,
That's
I'm
That
trying to
ass.
get me some
Join
filet
the
mignon.
Patreon too. We not trying to sit here. I don't do this shit for fun. I do because it's fun creating shit. But at the end of the day, would I want to do it for free? No.
Yes.
You mean to sit here and tell me I can fucking get paid playing video games and talking shit into my fucking mic? Nigga?
That's something I just now learned about.
Listen, no. Hear that again. All of you here have had regular ass retail jobs, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Think
Never
about
They
it.
again.
suck.
You can get paid
I'll sell crack
thousands
before I
of
go
dollars. Thousands of dollars from just sitting on your fucking ass, talking into a fucking mic on a fucking webcam, playing whatever the fuck you wanted.
Yo. It's the way I'm telling
You've been doing that shit for free. You've been doing that shit for free your whole life. There are kids right now that want to be YouTubers.
Yeah.
Love that shit. Cause when I was a kid, all I gave a fuck about was video games.
Same.
All I gave a fuck. My mom would have to take this shit from me for punishment. I'd go in her fucking room and she wasn't here. I'd take that bitch.
Yep.
Yeah, put it back up. Play that fucking game for like 45 minutes, an hour or so. The very moment I hear that fucking door cling, I quickly jump up, disconnect everything. I hide. I know. I wouldn't even run to her room. I hide it until she like ran around walked around the room, walked around the little house and shit. And the very moment she walked past her room, went to the kitchen or some shit, I grabbed that bitch, put it right back to where the fuck it was at, and I was there. As a kid, you could not take video games away from me. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The fact that niggas are getting paid for this shit now is breathtaking. I love it. That's crazy. My thing. The problem is other people don't like seeing other people win.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I can't tell you right now how many content creators are subscribed to this podcast channel.
They don't be shouting out.
They don't shout out shit. I can't tell you how many of our content creator friends, when we posted those fucking stats and shit that we just posted or whatever, about where we rank and shit and whatever, most of those retweets came from people that were viewers of mine.
Yep.
I ain't seen a damn one of our content creator friends. Maybe a few. Maybe they probably liked it. I'll probably go check after this. But see what I'm saying? People don't want to see other people surpass them. Everybody wants to be the main character. They want the eyes on them. Everybody does not understand they have a role to play. Not everybody can be Luffy.
No.
I am.
Not everybody can be Naruto. Not everybody can be the Goku of the. Not everybody can do that.
Not good.
I'm
sorry. I know I can. It's just effort.
I can too. Okay, I am him.
Nobody asked you.
Girl, you on your ass?
It was me.
Move. Anyway, but that's my.
I'm just saying. Yo, finish your thought.
Anyway, my thing is this: you have to grow your audience in a reflection of you. Look in the mirror. Grow your audience. I said this shit last time we recorded this. Build your audience by embracing your insecurities.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, I'm not gonna hold you. Before I started YouTube, I was a shy kid. I was bad as fuck, but I was shy as shit. Socially, I was not, I can't even talk. It was hard. It was really hard to sit down and talk to people, but I was bad as shit. I do some shit before I say some shit. You know what I'm saying? And because of me speaking into the mic, I'm a whole different person now. Mm-hmm. I can talk to people. I can have normal conversations. I can initiate normal conversations. I can have business conversations back and forth and shit. I can have arguments. I can do this now. See what I'm saying? It's not a challenge no more like it was when I was 10 years old, 11, 12, 13, 14 years old. I can do this now because I embraced what the fuck I wasn't good at, because what the fuck I wasn't good at allows me to succeed in what I am good at now. I'm amazing with words. Amazing. 10-year-old Nick, I couldn't do it. I was the kid that was scared as hell to fucking read out loud because I was just like, don't call me. No, I don't know. I could read. Funny enough, I was reading at a better level.
I was always well spoken when I was little.
Same.
I was just a timid person because I don't know. I did not feel like I fit in my classrooms and shit like that. So it was like none of these niggas were my friends.
Well, I didn't have a choice. I grew up at the church. I sang in junior choir, big choir, adult choir, all that shit. And I did prayers and all that kind of stuff, but that shit just came naturally to me. I was never really a shy kid. I was always socially awkward though.
I can't imagine that.
I will say that.
I would not have. Yeah.
You haven't seen me
the
in real life,
wearing the varsity.
Excuse me, Mikey.
We met. You were decent.
Family.
We met and you were decent, Mikey. I'm confuddled. What you mean?
I mean, y'all my niggas. Like if I was to go out on I don't know. Say for instance, I go out with my wife and I go out with her sister and I wouldn't have nothing to talk about with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't.
I feel that. I hear you.
I feel that.
See,
But yeah, that's where my social awkwardness comes from. Like, I can't relate to like regular niggas. I can always relate to like my gamer folks and people who watch anime and all that kind of stuff. But you put me in a real world scenario where niggas is talking about sports and what they do at the office. I don't know anything about that shit. And if I was to bring up, content creation, they wouldn't know about what the fuck I was talking about. So that's why
I be so afraid. That's why I be so like, I'm not gonna hold you. That's why I be so afraid to date outside of like this space. But at the same time, I don't date in this space either, because it's kind of just like
it's hard.
It's kind of just like, damn, bro.
I'm doing it now,
bro. I'm telling you, in this space, especially if like for me, most of the times I'm the person that's just like bigger or whatever. So it's like, so they don't understand like the severity of what it is that I do. So and then outside of like this YouTube shit or this Twitch shit, they just see it as, oh, you just play games on the internet.
Exactly.
And I'm just like, okay. I'm like, okay, never mind.
I mean, but you be miserable at your bar.
No, but see, I man, it's the shit that I don't say. Because because I will next time. Because
we gotta talk about it next time. We can't go on a whole other.
Yes, we can, bro. I'm here. We are potting today, my G. We got content. This is content,
bro. I didn't eat today. I slept most of the day.
I'm ordering my food as we speak.
That NyQuil.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah, all I'm running on is NyQuil and green tea.
Green tea. He was like, "I'm done."
That's a bad combo.
We didn't hear that. He's like,
it's gross. It's gross. It's not. It's cold now.
I'm sorry, dog. We were potting though. Did y'all have a good episode though? We had some talks.
We did. We did.
Fire, bro.
Well, all right. Let's wrap this up. So Mike can go not die. Is there anything else anybody else has to say?
Thank you, Blaze, for coming on today, bro. That's
big fact.
Awesome to have you.
You're actually it makes you feel
and please
better.
Go follow this man. Go sub him up on YouTube. He makes great Danganronpa content.
Are you
content. As well as
hey, what's that thing?
You got some Persona 5 on there too.
What is that game that you're playing? That's like Danganronpa. What is that game?
Oh, I'm playing Buried Stars, which is like K-pop Danganronpa. Basically, it's a bunch of K-pop idols basically in like a survival game.
Is it like a fan game?
No, it's not a fan game. It's actually it used to be a Vita game. Some Korean company made it.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, you were on the front page of like the search for this.
Yeah, I know. I'm like the only person talking about that game.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
I'm hyping that game up.
You're getting the views for it.
The viewers are helping. I'm telling people, hit that like button, and people are like, "Okay, I got you." You know what I mean? 500 likes.
Let that shit. I love that.
500 likes.
I was peeping on his videos, and I'm like, damn, look at this.
Like you hella consistent.
No down.
I wish I could be that consistent.
He better be consistent.
Swear. It's hard.
He better be consistent. Shit.
I wish I could be that consistent.
But Blaze, guess what? Another fun fact. You're actually the first guest for this new season.
I'm honored. I am honored to be here.
The next one is going to be interesting because I haven't spoken to him at all. But
that's crazy.
We're going to.
What kind of shit?
Huh?
How you know it's gonna be interesting? What if he say no? He's like, nah, bro.
Nigga, he's gonna say yes.
I'm fucking bitches that day.
He's going to say yes.
All right. Okay.
What's wrong with you?
I'm just saying, man.
You disrespected the fuck out of me just now. What the fuck wrong with you, bro?
Bro, no, I got your back. Don't worry, bro. I got your back. I'm just saying, though. You like, I ain't spoke to him. He don't know nothing about it. You just gonna drop a bomb on the guy.
No,
like, hey,
I was gonna DM and ask him, like, yo, like, can you slide through for this? I wanna chat. I wanna chat up. But anywho, that's gonna be it for this week. I hope you guys have enjoyed this amazing episode, amazing podcast for sure. Make sure, like I said earlier, you rate the podcast 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, heart it on Spotify, like the video on YouTube. Make sure you share it out with your friends. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you check the description section below. Join the Discord. Check out the Patreon if you feel generous or whatever. Thank you so much for sliding through on us. Follow Blaze. Link to that will be in the description section below. All of his shit will be in the description section below. Make sure you go check him out. And that's gonna be it for us. I mean, y'all have a good week. Y'all be easy. We'll see you all next week. And that's going to be it from us. Bye, guys. Love y'all.
Bye.
Peace.